Yes, 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 patties. Here we go again.
All the gangster girls, just remember, Buzzcocks loves it. All the lasses in the world, I think you're pure kush. Even if you're rough as fuck, I still think you are lush. Walls and cake out with you, be all the funny, it's pure classy. I'll take you back to my house and fucking smash your pasty. I met this lass from Whitley Bay. I took her to my house cause she wanted to play. She was like, wow, you're pure Raj. I was like, yeah, let her see her badge. Cooks and tellers, you always broke back. But he said you didn't like it when he made your neckies walk. Gangster, gangster, I'm a pure lover. I wear the fuck you wrong cause I think I know your mother. She used to be a dinner nanny at the high school. I think I made her put her so that's kinda cool. She said, well, that's pure kush. You can come back to mine cause you're proper lush. Well, I didn't stop rocking till the break of dawn. Now I take the fucking lot on my mobile phone. She was like, well, they didn't show you mirrors. I was like, course I won't, man. All the lasses in the world, I think you're pure kush. Even if you're rough as fuck, I still think you are lush. Walls and cake out with you, be all the funny, it's pure classy. I'll take you back to my house and fucking smash your pasty. Well, yeah, I met a lass from Walker Gate. She had a top-notch funny, there was no debate. She had no front teeth, but she was better. I took her for a date at me local bus shelter. I left her slips on me Spectra Gold. After a few minutes, her legs started to unfold. She ripped off her niggas like Hulk Hogan. I was like, well, you're pure smoking. I've never met a lass like her before who loved getting rooked on a bus stop floor. She said I'm not the first and I won't be the last. So I thought, well, fuck it, I think I'll have a blast. So I'm halfway through and she starts going crackers, shouting out stuff like I'm gonna eat your knackers. She wanted me Benz, but I thought, fuck that. So I pulled up me knob and blotted on her back. All the lasses in the world, I think you're pure kush. Even if you're rough as fuck, I still think you are lush. Walls and cake out with you, be all the funny, it's pure classy. I'll take you back to my house and fucking smash your pasty. Oh well then lasses, let's see who's all up on the dance floor. Flush your gear for the lads. I am talking over there in the corner. And you know, you're good looking, you're good looking, you're good looking. But you're there, you're ugly, but I'll still ride you. All the lasses in the world, I think you're pure kush. Even if you're rough as fuck, I still think you are lush. Walls and cake out with you, be all the funny, it's pure classy. I'll take you back to my house and fucking smash your pasty. All the lasses in the world, I think you're pure kush. Even if you're...
Yes, yes, yes. I tell you what, that just makes you smile every time. That every time. It's got to be one of the best songs on YouTube at the minute. That anyone who says that at some point during the day they don't sing some part of that song or have a smile about one of the verses in that song. Oh, mate. Shabba, Shabba. Yes, Norris. How you doing, Norris, lad? Good to see you, mate. Up the borough. Looking forward to this weekend, Ted Loon, I'll be honest, mate. Well, we'll be watching the Newcastle game as well, like, but there's only one game. Sure, it's QPR at home as well, but it doesn't matter who it is. All the Borough are back. What Smithers saying there? Yeah, that song, like, so now you've got a face, got the visuals as well as the audio. Just shows you how far I've come, this week. Sharing screens and stuff. Well, whatever next. Whatever next. Where's Mr. Slim Reaper? Because he's back to being first in the chat tonight. He was a bit disappointed last night because I made a point that he was third in the chat, after Sean Wayne. I can't remember who else it was, but you know what I mean. It's all right though, mate. Oh, United getting beat. I was going to say, man, they're playing Barcelona, aren't they, at Old Trafford in the Champions League. I mean, come on. Does it get any bigger? Does it get any bigger in the Champions League than Man United Barcelona at Old Trafford? Can't believe I'm not watching it. And they're getting beat. Watching a couple of the motorsports. I was at work earlier on, and I noticed motorsports has been like throwing up these just random lives, all sorts of times. You just shut them on. Or is it not Champions League, or is it only the DAF Cup? Oh, that takes the shine off it. That's only the Europe Cup. It's not right, that is it? I mean, the Champions League, you've got to be in the Champions League, haven't you? Anyway, I can't remember what I was on about there. I think I was on about motorsports. Yeah, I think he's just finished that live there, but it was when I was at work about 5:30, and it just popped up on the live and that, and I think the title of it was A Quick Hour or something. Like 4 hours later, he's still there. This fella was on the panel. I bet this fella was on from the start, man. He loves his seat next to Deco. He's there for the he's there for the night. You know what I mean? I've had a bit of a doobie as well. I'll be honest. I'll tell you what, I haven't heard from Barry. He hasn't even mentioned getting beaten in the quiz. Don't know if you're listening, Baz, mate. Don't worry about it. You'll get another chance, huh? Yeah, so I think, yes, there he is. You mentioned his name. He's there. Quality, that, Baz. That's the power of the internet. Magic, isn't it? You never know. I've got questions coming out my ears. We'll see what happens. And, it could go from a nice, friendly chat in here, a good, nice bit of banter, and then you get down to the quiz. It's a different story, isn't it? It's pure war, isn't it? What's the score anyway, Barry? Somebody to say, are they getting beat? It just lost the shine for me there. When facts told us that it wasn't the Champions League; it was only the Daft Mickey Mouse Cup. Plus, I think Barcelona. I mean, I think. Am I right in thinking they're not having a very good season, or am I wrong? Is that you? You fella? Pretty sure it is, like.
Hello.
Yes.
Just knocking a cup of tea up. I thought I'd come and see my old mate, Mr. Moon. I've not seen you in a while.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mate, I haven't. It's been ages, hasn't it, bro?
Yeah. Just thought I'd have a catch up. How are you getting on? All right.
Yeah, mate. I am. Yeah.
How the quiz is doing?
Oh, she's always stressed out. You know what I mean, Norris? We had a kitchen fitted, and what a kitchen.
Oh my God! I'm knocking a wall.
Yeah. It's pure torture, especially like when the workmen are shoddy and that. You know what I mean? As I muted himself. Was it?
Sorry, yeah, something went on there. Yeah, they're a nightmare. They just take over your house. You don't feel like your house is yours anymore, do you?
You know what it was though, Norris? Like I'm a bit of a stickler for like workmen and that, like, and trade. If you're going to be a workman, like, do be the best. You know what I mean? Like, do
Yeah.
the little things like tidy up after yourself and shit.
Yeah. Doesn't take a lot, does it?
No, and that's the difference between you giving them a good like score or not. Just the little things like that. And this fella, even though he did a good job, he wasn't perfect. He had his faults. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Got done in the end,
just,
though, did it?
oh yeah, it's all done now. Yeah, but
Nice job, yeah.
we did have to send one of the worktops back because the way you see the scratch in it, I couldn't see it though. Notice, you know what I mean?
What sort of worktops did you go for? Like granite ones, or were they like?
No, you know what, Norris? We wanted the ones who wanted mate were $2,500.
They're just ridiculous money now. Everything is
Oh, mate. But it's
nightmare,
really
isn't it?
nice.
Doing houses up's a nightmare.
Yeah, you all right, Scouser?
Yeah, you're all right, boys. You're all right, Norris.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
mate. Yeah, nice to meet you, mate. I don't know if I've been on panel with you before or not.
Yeah, spoke a few times. You've been on Saddles, haven't you?
Yeah, once I think. I think I went on Darrell's once.
Spoke to you on there, yeah. But me and you okay, yeah, fella, yeah.
Yeah, mate.
I've just been
I
on.
knew you'd be in here. I knew you'd be in here.
I've just been on buggies. I seen you the notification come up.
Yeah.
But buggies was just finishing. Do you know what I mean? But
I was just saying there, Scouts, that I was at work and Buggies is throwing these random lives up. Have you noticed, Norris? Do you watch any of Buggies?
I've not. No, I'll tell you what I have been watching. Sorry to change the subject. I'll tell you what I have been watching. I don't know if you guys have, and I won't mind asking you. There was a hidden reason why I jumped on, really. I wanted to ask your opinion on something. I do this. I get I call you and Jim and start asking your opinion on stuff, don't I?
Oh, you mate, it's a privilege if you're asking me something. My opinion.
Well, I don't know. I like your guys. You're a bit older and a bit not like too much older, but you're a bit wiser, aren't you? And I rush into stuff a bit sometimes.
Yeah.
This have you been seeing what's been happening with Tim?
Yeah.
Tim, are we on about
Draycott?
Tim Draycott.
You've not been seeing it. Well, I do my usual.
I know that you've been interviewing him and that, and I've listened to a lot of them, to be honest.
Well, I don't know whether me doing these interviews with him is doing him any good because people are attacking him. They're not attacking me. They're too cowardly to say out to me, but they're attacking him.
Norris.
Yeah, he's getting it bad, mate. Like to the point where he's turning up at people's houses, saying he's going to turn up at their houses and that. And he's not getting trolled because of me, but I just believe that him coming on mine and like, do you know what I mean? Like telling his story and that. I think it's annoying people, and I don't want to add to his problems. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. I enjoy him coming on and telling his story, but I just want to. I'm going to avoid any negativeness next time he comes on.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Norris? That's what Boogie's done with me, to be fair. He said, and leave coming on your channel for the bit, and I was going to leave it anyway, because the trolling I got was unbelievable, mate. Absolutely unbelievable. It was filthy, it was horrible. You know, Moon. And I know what it's like. And you need to take time out, Norris, because it's like, it's not worth it. It's YouTube.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't.
He's going down doorstepping people. That's when it starts getting serious.
Yeah, and he's not got much to lose, Tim, and I'm scared. I'm really scared for him that he's going to do something. To someone who doesn't mean anything to him.
You know what though? You know what, Norris? I'll be honest. From what I heard, right, and I heard a lot of that, the interviews. It always felt like he was the one always trying to start talking about Steve, was really getting to him,
Yeah, it really
he's
are.
Driven by Steve.
That's one of the reasons. I wanted to do interviews, to take his mind off that, but I don't know whether I'm adding to it. Do you know what I mean?
I know what them, innit? Yeah, well, that's what it was with Buggies. Buggies thought he was adding to it with me. And he went, I'm going to leave coming on for the bit. And then he ended up shutting his channel down, didn't he, Moon? For the bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was talking a while ago. No.
Yeah, well, we're only talking last few weeks. last few weeks.
Yeah.
Down, didn't he? Well, last week it was, I think, really. No, well, a few weeks ago, wasn't it? Yeah, because he was coming on mine. He's going on Shuggy. He's going on a few people, wasn't he? Because he knocked us in the head, but he's brought it back and that now, and I think he should, because he's got the potential to have a cracking channel. With the cars and the buggies and the jet skis and all that.
Yeah, he gets
Are you
dragged
hanging
into
upside
stuff,
down like a vampire?
What's that, Norris?
Is that what it looks like?
It looks like Mr. Moon's hung upside down like a vampire, in a cage.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go again. There's double shin. That's right.
It's this mad light that I've got.
Again. I wouldn't let him
I've got
on.
this mad light, Norris. Look at it.
He was in the back on my chat the other day, right? And I was like, "Who are you?" And because I couldn't tell him.
Mistaking your head for a Corey.
He looked that fat, his face looked that fat, and I went, "You're not Moon, you lad." And I was serious, wasn't I, Moon? I went, "You're not fucking getting on here, mate. Not a chance." Don't even
look like... They call him Moon because his head's around.
Yeah, I went, "You don't even look like Moon." And then he moved position, and then the double chin went, you know what I mean? I thought, where's he bought them? Where's he buying them double chins, lads?
When he's not sleeping upside down, Scouser, he's all right.
Anyway, it ended up
is that what it looks like?
Literally looks like sleeping upside down.
Yeah, I thought he was a porn
You can see your fangs from here.
Oh, it's funny, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
but
I've had some
was you
proper
on
laugh,
the thingy, Moon with Benji? Remember with Biddle, not Flavors.
I think Norris has had the Biddle experience, haven't you, Nos?
Have you had the Biddle experience? The Biddle experience.
What's that?
You know Trevor Biddle?
No.
You don't know Trevor Biddle?
Never met him. Listen, and I know everyone on here.
Oh
who's
my
that?
God, Norris,
you don't
come
know
on,
Trevor Biddle.
Bidsy.
Who's that?
Everyone knows Bidsy, the West Midlands gypsy. You all right, Mush? You all right, Mush? He says Mush. Calls everyone Mush.
I might have seen him. I don't know. Why is he going panels a lot?
He used to go in the snake
West
pit.
Midlands gypsies.
He used to go in the snake pit, mate, all the time.
Okay.
But he's been getting low. He gets loads of stick over his, you know what I mean? His, how can I put it? I was going to say minge then, his fringe. You know what I mean? And like his fringe, like garden like, innit? He said proud of it. But I think he should go along with it. You know, with the buzz.
Yeah, he does.
Rather than go the other way. I've told him this. I said, go the other way with it, mate. It went in that way. You go along with it, people will get bored of it. And they will. I went, so just to a comb over. You know what I mean? This
Bidsy, yeah. So he always comes in dead positive, right, Norris? But within about 5 minutes, he's wanting to doorstep someone. But
this is because he's showing his boat race. You know, instead of just having an avatar, Norris, right?
Yeah.
He wouldn't get it. But he comes on and like he must do his hair with gel and all that, and like his fringe looks like a garden rake, isn't it? To be fair, or whatever.
Bog brush.
You know,
I hope he's not in here.
Oh no, yeah, he'd kill me. You know what I mean? He'd be wanting to doorstep me and all that. You know what I mean? But I've told him, I've gone, listen, it's just that's a joke. That's not like no one's going in on you personally, really. I went, just go up, avatar. Yeah. I said, that's it, your avatar. Mm-hmm. But he's one of them, and why should I, Mush? You know what I mean? Oh, come on, West Midlands gypsy, you know what I mean? And he goes absolutely
if he pops up mad. In your chat, Norris,
he's a bit like that.
He goes bananas, mate. Tony Moon.
Embrace it,
we need him. We need him, and Yeti.
Brilliant, man.
Embrace the grind. You know what I mean? Embrace it, Trevor, lads. I keep telling
him and Yeti. Honestly, stick him with anyone.
That sounds like a couple of A-teamers, that, doesn't it?
Stick him with anyone, man. Like
a couple of A-teamers.
Class A-teamers.
Oh, mate. But you know what? He's a nice lad, though, isn't he, Moon?
Nozza, mate. Yeah, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, Nos. So you've been enjoying your last week, mate, on YouTube.
Yeah, it's been all right. I think we've had a bit of a laugh, and we went up to that. Watch that Ben actually fight, didn't
Yeah,
we? And all that.
you know what?
Did you watch that?
Yeah,
Did you?
because Norris, if I had to think back of this week, I would say like I've seen a lot more of you,
I
like
know.
doing stuff, you know.
And I'll be
Especially
honest,
when you
I'm
went to
feeling
the
a bit
fight.
nervous about it, Moon. You know me. And I'm getting to the
Yeah,
point where like Dougie Joyce is coming in my chat asking me if I want a box for him and that. And I'm getting a bit, you know, like I'm up for it. Like, don't get me wrong. And I
yeah,
signed up to the boxing gym today, and I spoke to a lad and I explained to him what I want to do, and he said,
I'm
"Yeah,
not a
okay."
chef there, Norris. I think someone's backstage. I think it's Dave Smithers, mate. Oh, he's saying it in the chat anyway.
Is it? There's no one backstage, like.
How he's seating the first time.
Let me on then, Batty.
He might have been there and got off.
Yeah, but Nos, like I say, like
It's difficult. It's
you're
difficult
having a
to
good
do. I
week,
don't like
mate,
doing
and I
it.
just like whatever you want to do, just do it. You know what I mean? Like if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But you know what I mean? It's
I'm a
all.
man. I'm listening. What I am is if I sign up to do it, even if I break my arm on the way in, I'm doing it. I'm one of them guys. Once I say yes, I'm there. And that's the reason why I'm not saying yes, because I don't want to waste anybody's time. I want to go. I've got a set regime. On Wednesday, I'm doing some heavy sparring, not, obviously next week. So Monday will be pad session. Tuesday will be bit of circuit stuff. Wednesday will be go up doing my sparring, and I'll see how I feel. You'll probably be Wednesday by the time I'm.
Like I'm not going to freak you out or anything, but you know how big that's going to be, like on the internet, like, when
you
you
know me, I
finally
won't
get
be able
in
to
the
keep my
ring with
gob
someone.
shut.
That's going to blow the internet, that There was a couple of hundred in your chat the other day, wasn't there?
Yeah,
At the fight.
That's
listen.
Ones. Is how many subs you have, Norris?
I don't have too many. I think I'm at 2,000 now, but it's not. I'm trying to stay low key, but I'm struggling. I'm like, trying to. I've been trying to stay low key,
Norris
mate.
is an OG. Norris is an OG, right? He's had like 2,000 subs. So he's been
I've seen his name floating around for ages, for ages, mate. Yeah.
Well, every time you hear my name, I bob my head back under my rock. But I think it's a bit. I think I've come out of my rock a bit too much.
Yeah.
There might be no going back. Oval is out of the box.
I think, like, when you start doing like lives every day and all that, I think it is.
Sorry about the chat. I'm missing
It appreciates your channel. I think it's appreciated.
Well, I do about 8 lives a day, mate. So I do. I must be worth nothing.
Do you?
Oh yeah, just whenever I want, mate.
Just come out of
and say hello, Will.
And then you've got, if you don't do it and you're only doing one a week, people then like start steering away from you and going elsewhere. So
I think that nobody wants to listen to me anyway, mate. I just do it because I'm addicted to it. It's like heroin. I'm just like, I better just fire one up. Totally addicted.
At least you'd admit it, mate. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
I'll sit there at 4 a.m. with just me and Peter Mellon, listening to Saturday Night Fever, talking about Sonny Liston. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How can I miss that? You know what I mean?
Norris, well, before I forget, right? What's your view on Peter Mellon over the last few weeks?
It's difficult, right? Because I've got a real soft spot for Peter. He's always been really nice with me. Yeah, I know his mate can be a bit crazy.
He's one of your biggest fans. Like, he always bigs you up.
Listen, I've got a soft spot for Peter. He'd have to do something real wrong for me to call him. I'll be honest. I love the shadow boxing. I love his. He's obviously a bit of a wreckhead of a night, but it's great. It's all part of the fun. He's a character, isn't he? But I don't know if he's done something insane. You know what I mean? I'm not backing that, but I think he's a character on here. I think he's a good lad.
Yeah, yeah.
But this week he decided to go all is that his mate Romeo must have had hold of the camera there when they were
when he was going, show him your rat tooth. Oh, he's great. Him and his mate Ron Astrash going to go and rob a load of Albanians. He's brilliant. He's a character.
I think Dave Smithers wants the link, because he was shot.
Listen, Moon, I'm going to have to shoot.
Yeah,
Take it.
lovely
I've got to
mate.
take the dog out.
Yeah, man.
All
See you in
right,
a bit.
Norris.
Yeah, cheers for having
Nice
us on,
one, man.
lads. Peace out.
Nice one, mate. Oh, he's there. He's there. Is that you, Smids? Is that you, Batty?
You were setting off for 5 minutes. Said.
Hang on.
But
Oh,
that's you, that
oh,
you up over that moon.
if it's not him, right? Oh, it's Rackful.
There you go.
I think I prefer Rackful myself, like. Swear to God. Sorry about the chat, right? I've missed loads of the chat because Norris come on there and
never mind the
and
fucking
Scout.
chat.
well-
I've been sat here for 10 fucking minutes, you fucking ignorant, bald-headed.
Sorry, brother. And it was a
Oh,
6-foot wall, wasn't it? Was
I mean, I
it was
can't
a
even
10-foot
see
wall,
what's in
wasn't
the back. You can't see what's in the back on iPads. You can't. You can't see who's in the back. I don't know why.
it? No, I can't. I can't.
No, I can't. Can't you? Well, you on iPads or something, or iPhone?
Oh, hang
me,
on.
I'm on like a tablet. Dave's on like what you want, Dave? A
Yeah,
Nokia
but
or
what are you
something?
on? Apple. You're on Apple and Android.
Android.
Oh, well, you can see who's in the back then, can't you? Obviously, channel owner.
I don't know, you know.
No, what I mean
No,
is,
I've never been able to.
I can't see who's in the back like
No, mate, I never
You,
can,
Dave?
never ever. What about you, Dave?
You, Dave.
I think you're lying.
Dave, that's got to be photoshopped. That there, like
I
that
think
picture.
I think he's got a fucking swim brother, mate, who's a little bit fatter than him, to be honest.
What do you mean by
It's
that?
a good app. It's one of
Because
them apps where it just makes you look like Barney or
you buy a chin.
Rocky.
Hey, listen, I've worked hard to get this fucking body at 40 years old, thank you. I put the fucking work in. Not really, it's one of them suits.
Look at the
Dave, it's this time of the year where Dave starts getting his wife beaters out, you know, his like granddad shirts.
I've got to lose a few pounds first, mate.
Right.
I like to put a little bit of weight on over the winter, and then as it starts to get into spring, summer, I like to lose a little bit.
Well, start trimming up.
Starting to look hench, man. He wants to be looking hench, doesn't he, when he rocking his like chino shorts and that.
Do
you want to have a funny story? This will make this will make the chat laugh as well. I took the dog out earlier, right? And I ain't got a torch on my phone, so what I do is I get YouTube on, I go on the shorts, and I use the flash off the YouTube shorts as I like to see what I'm doing with the dog. Yeah, so I had the light on. Right? Listen to this. He did a shit. I got my hand inside the black bag, reached down to pick the shit up. Right, thought I'd grabbed it. The light went off. So I've dropped the bag on the floor, swiped my fucking phone with my middle finger to fucking bring the phone back on, and I only had shit on my finger and wiped it all the way down my screen.
Oh!
No, dog shit phone.
Oh, I could have killed him.
Oh, mate. You know what? That's like, I can't think of anything worse than that. I bet, right, that you're either like,
Imagine getting a phone call.
Smell. I bet you either had the smell.
No, I just licked it off.
I was going to say, did you just spit and like, get it off with your own cup?
No, I was there still trying to wipe it off with leaves.
Leaves.
And then I thought, no, this is happening. Let's get home. Oh,
no.
You winded me up there, mate. You fucking winded me up there. You did not. You were trying to wipe dog shit off your phone with the leaves.
I fucking did, yeah. So I couldn't close it.
Are we talking dry leaves?
You couldn't make that up.
You picking them out the ground?
You couldn't make that up.
Cleaning it with blades of grass.
Yeah, you couldn't make that up, though. Yeah, aye.
Oh.
At least you're honest, like Joe. I don't know about that, like.
That's it.
My worst fucking mishaps, yeah, always evolve around dog shit for some reason. Whether it's being new trainers stepping out of a car straight into a dog shit, or it always evolves around dog shit. So dog shit Dave, that should be my new name.
If you remember rightly, Dave's bear was the first dog to have a shit on Daryl's live. Like, I think it was his first live, and Dave's visual, like,
yeah.
And there's Bear having a big shit.
I was out in the field, yeah, with the dog. I said, "Oh, look at this beautiful view, people." Yeah, we're showing everyone on the panel and that. Whip the camera around, and the dog's fucking squatting, pooing.
But Dave just decided to keep like thought we'd like to see that, you know. And he just like, oh, the dog's. He's only
I'd rather have a fucking dog doing it than a woman. Put it that way. You know what I mean? Isn't it, man?
Oh yeah.
Porn bombing.
I'm gonna find that clip, Dave, and get it on. You know me. You know, like with my new skills, I'm gonna get it on. Show that clip. I'll have to look back through all that. I think it was Daryl's first live. You know.
Saddle being on.
I don't think he has.
I spoke to him now.
I've not seen him today.
I haven't seen him today, I'll be honest. No. So what have you been at work today, Dave?
Oh, please don't. I don't want to mention work, mate.
Yeah, because you've been a bit shy at work, haven't you? You've been a bit work shy of late.
Excuse me?
Getting a bit lazy, man. Getting a bit lazy, son. I mean...
Hey, I'll have you know, I made nearly 30 grand's worth of panels last week, thank you.
Right, but just because I had a couple of days off sick, like, it doesn't mean that you could have a few days off as well.
I've not been off. I've not been
off sick. You're both off sick.
I'm not.
I've been off, I'll admit. Since I turned 50, mate, I've never had so much time off or work or where I felt like shit.
Well, that's what keeps us to you, mate, you know, so.
Do you know what happened today?
That's what?
That's what YouTube's
Oh, yeah, probably is, mate. Probably is.
I did a forklift refresher course this morning, yeah. First thing this morning, I did a forklift refresher course. And that finished at 11:30. Past that, worked an hour until 12:30, then went for dinner. The other lads, the other two lads come back to my yard to carry on making panels. So we all had dinner together.
Sorry, Dave, is that counterbalance, is it? Like a counterbalance?
Yeah.
You know what you want to go in for now? You reach.
Oh, we can't. We only use counterbalance in our yard. That's the only thing they'll put us through.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's
that reach, you'll get more money. And now one of my cousins does it.
It's only an in-house license as well. I can only use it at this company.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, how mad's that? They've done it so you can't use it nowhere else, just with these.
That's crazy.
Mate, I wouldn't give you a license anyway. I wouldn't trust you with any sort of vehicle.
I'm good at my job. Hey, as I was saying anyway, we all had fucking break together, yeah, and because I missed my 10 o'clock break doing this course, I had an extra 15 minutes. So they went back after half an hour, and I must have nodded off in that half hour, right? And I said, I can remember Ian saying to me as he went out the door, "Don't fall asleep, properly, Dave, but we won't see you this afternoon." Mate, I woke up at 3:45. I woke up at 3:45. I slept 3 hours in the cabin, and they didn't even come and wake me up or out the.
Hang on. Is this who's just said? I've just called you work shy, and you laughed. You laughed at me, and now you're telling me you fell asleep at work for fucking 3 hours.
You know what I put it down
Who
to?
the hell?
Seriously,
who has ever fell asleep at work for 3 hours? Half the day.
I've changed my medication, haven't I? Over the last month, they've changed my medication, and then last week when I went to my mental health appointment, he put my dose up by quite a considerable amount. And over the last
you tired, is it?
I've been feeling really fucking sleepy, mate. And I'm putting it down to that, to be honest.
Will be. That's
a great excuse, that, son. I mean, you couldn't get any better because it is true, but it is also a good excuse.
On the way home, the wife
that's a double-edged sword.
I had to ask her if I was slurring my words, because I thought I was slurring my words while I was speaking to her. She goes, "No, you're speaking fine." Like, what? Fucking weird.
Are they doing you any good, though, Dave? Do you know what I mean? That's the main thing. Is they doing your health any good, any better?
Yeah, I feel better in myself.
Well, that's the main thing, innit? And I mean, if they're enabling you to do a job, well, that's even better, isn't it? But it's not about sleeping on the job, like. Behind the
I like the great discussion to me, like. Do you like the grey squirrel shooter?
Yeah.
I'm off lamping for rabbits. Mice also. Yeah, some funny fuckers about. What we saying there, Dave, about not going to work? You just being like a bit lazy, mate. That's all I'm saying.
I'm asking for a pay rise this week, mate. I fucking have. I've been serious. Do you know what I found out today?
Falls asleep at work for 3 hours and thinks he deserves a pay rise.
I keep that yard going, mate. Do you know the panels is the only thing that's making that company money at the minute?
You know it, mate.
It's
you know what you're worth, Dave. You know what you're worth, son.
Yeah, do you know what I found out though? The other supervisor in the other yard. Do you know where all the members of the public go to get their bits? We've got 2 yards, and I found out today he's on £14 an hour on salary, which is like near enough lorry driver's wage, which is like fucking 2.5, 3 quid, nearly more than me.
Lorry drivers are on more than that, aren't they, Dave?
£14 an hour.
Heads off.
Are they?
Yeah.
Thought you were on
Aldi just said, blow them bunnies' heads off. This is someone who works with animals.
I'm just looking at that comment.
Hey, you'll have to explain yourself there, lad.
I tell you what, everything's gone up in price, but no wages haven't gone up, have they?
No,
everything's fucking nearly double in price, but wages haven't gone up.
Yeah, but if you look at the stats, I'm sure I've seen some stats last week.
Worse as well.
No, saying that the wages weren't very far off what they should be. Swear down. I was like, that can't be right, because I was on more money 10 years ago than I am now.
Do you know the first 5? Do you know the first 5 fence panels I make in a day, which takes me about 10 minutes? That pays for my wages for the day.
I know, it's one of them, and it's one of them where, like, that just doesn't mean anything to them, though, does it? You know?
No, that's what it's for. Even if you've done triple that, Dave, it means nothing to them.
Don't get me wrong, you can earn a bonus, you can. But for what they pay for that bonus, it's pennies, mate, considering what they get for it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It just
for your blood and guts, that is, yeah. For blood and guts, they want blood and guts for that.
You think that, like, if you just imagine, Dave, like, if you took over that business, you would be the exact opposite, wouldn't you? You'd be all for your workers, wouldn't you? And that, if you ran that business, if that was your business.
You know, in my yard, I just try and keep the fucking morale up, and keep the lads happy. If I can do that, I've got happy staff. Do you know what I mean?
But you've got to. You can't be going to work in a mood or being a toil. You know what I mean?
No, mate, you can't.
You spend half your life at work. You might as well make the most of it. Why be an arsehole, you know?
Yeah.
I know how much money these make with these panels, mate. It's fucking ridiculous.
Go on. How can you say?
Yeah, that's always going to piss you off, mate, because they're like, it's like a family company, isn't it?
Your dad do not know, really, wouldn't you? Because it's always on your minds, isn't it? While you're probably working. Fucking hell, these are making X amount here, and I'm fucking slogging my guts out, and I'm only getting X amount out of it. You know what I mean?
You know what, those scouts? That is like
that's life, isn't it? That's business.
For Dave, that's just a daily thing for Dave. You know what I mean? You would want to know what the thoughts go through Dave's head daily at work. You know?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to talk about them.
You got to let that go through one ear and the other, because every job's the same. It's business, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's just business.
Yeah, but you do like your job, though, Dave, don't you? Basically, you like your job.
You know, if you're happy and you're happy with your wages and that, and you know what I mean, you're going
to give him what he's worth, and he'll be happy. Give him what he's worth, and he'll do a job for you.
But you know, you've done well, Dave.
My job,
done well.
Big part of my recovery, mate. It is.
Exactly.
I just didn't want to say it there, then. But yeah, you're going through that, aren't you?
It gives me that fucking that get up and go in the morning. Do you know what I mean? It gives me that fucking that that willingness to want to go out and do something instead of just around doing nothing, mate.
Well, it's the sitting down doing nothing, and then thought process kicks in. I know by like friends of mine I went to school with, Dave. I mean, and some of them are what you'll have heard of this saying, lifers.
Yeah.
They're not going to come off it because they don't want to come off it, you know what I mean? Because they're scared.
Yeah.
And they think like, it's not, it's not greener on the other side of the fence. And I say to them, it is greener on the other side of the fence, mate. But you know what it's like. It just goes in one ear and out the other. But part and parcel of that is filling the void, isn't it? Of a day. Got to fill that void.
With people like that who are like scared to come off it, I think they've been used to living that way for so long, used to being in that frame of mind, out their head all the time.
They're scared, aren't they?
They're actually scared to step into reality, mate, because they don't actually know what it's really going to be like.
Yeah, well, that's what he said to me.
Things are totally different on the other side, mate. Believe me, they are.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've said to them a few times, I mean, why don't you go in like one of them thingy places? What did he call, Dave? Places to go. Yeah, a rehabilitation place. I don't want to go. I've been to them. It's like the excuse game, innit, with them. And he says it all, like he goes, he went, I'll always find an excuse. You know what I mean? He says, one of them says he constantly tries. These are lads I went to school with, like in seniors, do you know what I mean? And a lot of, obviously there's a lot that have gone on and done well, and then you've got a lot that have been in jail, and then there's a lot that are like on the fucking the gear and that, what it's all the swag and that they take, and they look absolutely terrible, mate. Like just walking corpses, mate. And I feel you can't help but feel for them, mate, because these were people you were fucking mates with when you grew up in school.
Yeah, that's hard to take that, like.
You know what I mean? And like they were boss at sports, and like they could have a go. You know what I mean? They could have a fight and that, and they're just a shell of themselves now. Asking you, if you ever go past in the car and they have lights and they see it and you beep the horn and let on and they don't know you haven't got any odds and that of you, and you know what I mean? I'll jump in and I'll drop you off just there and I'll give you something, you know what I mean? Because these are people you go to school with and that, and you're like, fucking hell, mate, it's fucking have a little talk with them, and then, but they're not going to come off it, mate, you know what I mean? They don't want to, and they tell you that straight. So, feel sorry like that, mate.
I know what you mean. It's I don't even. How did we get to that there? How did we get to that subject? Because
we just talking about Dave and on his recovery, weren't we? It just leads on to things.
Man.
Motson's died, and he bless him.
Oh yeah, man. John Motson, man. Motty.
Sheepskin coat himself. The commentator, Scarves.
Oh yeah, the BBC.
Match of the day. Yeah, man.
Yeah, John Motson. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, G who died yesterday as well, Dickie Davies. Dickie Davies.
What was he? Snooker player?
No, he was World of Sport. What he Saturday afternoon with the big tash. Big tashy come with big black hairdo and that. Dickie Davies, man. He looks like a bit like Big G.
Big
you know G. What I mean, Dave? Dickie Davies, come on, everyone. You all know Dickie Davies. Don't let me down. Sean, you know Dickie Davies, surely. Oh, yeah, Sean, by the way, Granddad Sean there. Sean let the big news out that he became a granddad.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it is right, Sean. Congratulations, lad. Yeah, they granddad.
Right, go on, Sean, lad.
Go on, you'll love it. You'll love every bit of it, mate. It's like being a parent again, mate.
But enjoy this bit of like where everyone's being nice to you, Sean, because they'll just call you granddad from now on, bro. I'm telling you.
I know.
You know what they're like, especially Oldie. I mean, he'll be there. I've seen him in some shots.
Yeah, big up everyone in the chat and everything. Low tune either, because sometimes once I jump on a panel, I can't type then, you know what I mean? type of thing.
Yeah.
It's one of them ones, yeah. So if I've missed you
Before
out,
I forget,
I apologise, but you know, big up yourself.
Before I forget, right, Oldie, I have got a surprise, right? Because Oldie has put one of the best shorts I've seen for ages, right, out today. I've just seen it today of a lion. Has anyone else seen it?
No, not yet.
No.
Oh, mate, it's only 11 seconds, right? But you'll never see a closer, clearer picture of this lion comes right up to him. And I actually screen recorded it because I wanted to put it up on here to show everyone how good it was. But yeah, man.
I made a short today, Fly, yeah, but I was too scared to put it up.
Why?
Do you know what I did at the end of the day? I farted in my workmate's crash helmet and then fucking paused the video and then started it again when he put it on. I can't put that off, I'll get ripped for that.
What you've been doing editing? What you've done a bit of editing?
No, you can pause the short, can't you, and then start it again.
So yeah, I do that in real time.
Yeah, so I paused the short, I farted in his crash helmet, paused it, and then like 10 seconds later when he come in and put it straight on, I started recording again.
Scouser, this is somebody who tells us how good he is at work with his workmates and that, and now like how he's always grafting.
Now you know what, Dave's like, come on,
farting in people's helmets.
It's just a bundle of laughs, isn't he, mate? So
and recording it.
It is what it is.
I deleted it though. I did delete it.
You know what I meant to tell you, boys? What I meant to tell you, because you've both got channels, right? There's VTs going around, right? I don't mean the Fabio one. The porn bombing ones now. VT porn bombing ones, yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll come on and they'll start talking. Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then bang, and then bang.
What, on the panel? You let them on the panel?
Oh, like you let them on the panel and that, right? And it's a VT, just like that, just the same as that Fabio, right? But there's a voice, okay?
Oh yeah.
And that's how they're doing this porn bombing. But I told you that crinkle come into mind last night, didn't I? Sweaty swallocks come in. Sweaty swallocks, and then straight after sweaty swallocks, crinkle. Crinkle come in.
Betty Swallocks, what is Betty Swallocks?
Betty Swallocks, yeah, I call her Sweaty Swallocks. But she's being blocked, whoever she is, and then, or if it is a he or a she, whatever you are, you're being blocked. And then Crinkle come in. And went, oh yeah, it'll be 2 minutes letting you on now, fella. Toodaloo, there's there. You're on the block list, fella.
And have a look at that, people. Just have a look at that when you get a sec. Once goes.
Slim's a good name. What? On the screen?
No, I'll have a look at that when I come off, 100%.
No, what were you saying there, Scouts? What were you gibbering on about there?
The crinkle.
Oh, crinkle cut, yeah, was he in your chat, like?
Come in after Betty Swallocks, Sweaty Swallocks, or Sweaty but it is, but they got blocked anyway. Being coming into my chat, persecuting me, trying to get on the panel. No, just coming in straight from the StreamYard, Dave.
Yeah.
Not coming in the chat. And they're like the rules and that now. You know what I mean? Laughing.
I've never had that problem on my lives.
No.
I don't know.
Must be you and fucking Moon in it together. They're just Moon laughing there then.
If
the day Smithers Live is like Haley's Comet. They only come round once every fucking 8-6 years.
Fucking honest to God.
I'm going to do one at the weekend, mate. I'll do one at the weekend.
You see in the chat in the back, Moon? Hey, fucking poor Dave, look, sitting there from 9:18 to 9:24.
See?
Oh, never.
In 6 minutes, you're fucking guilty
I was in there before then as well for another 5 minutes.
See what I mean, right? You see what I mean? This is what I mean about Scouser. Did you see him there with his big wooden spoon, right? He had to get that in, didn't he?
Fucking wooden spoon. Fucking hell, mate. You make your own. You fucking carved them out yourself,
I've fucking seen it before. I've seen it before, lad. And it showed again there.
You carry a fucking chef's fucking lecky whisk with you, mate.
Oh, Fuck off. Dave did not need to know that. You had to get it out.
You should have heard him in Flavours, throw my name in the hat, Dave, you know what I mean? Making out he was a jag moon. Making out he was a phony moon, right? I knew it was moon. Moon knew I knew it was moon. And he was throwing me in, lad. Throwing me into Trevor Biddle.
Yeah. But honestly, Dave,
listen to him, yeah.
And he comes across all innocent and that, right? But honestly, telling you.
Listen, you turned around and said that his fringe was like a garden rake. You the one that started it, I reckon. Because Dave, I couldn't find anyone in the chat or
Dave knows Bidsy. Dave, what's your opinion on how Bidsy?
He sounds, Trevor Biddle sounds. He's got off.
See, Dave jumped off. Bidsy, right? Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't think he's ever going to lose the fringe thing, right? Because he'll be known for that now, won't he?
No, yeah, but listen, all he's got to do is throw an avatar up, because the minute he throws his picture up, that's it, mate. That's already started. It's set in stone. That if he changes his avatar, I've told him, just ignore it, or like you said, embrace it. You with me? And go along with learn to laugh at yourself like we do. You've got to.
You're being serious there, though. Like, you're being serious there, though, when you say.
I've always been serious with Trevor, and I'm not joking either with you. I've always been serious with Trevor. I've told him, I went, look, you get a bit of stick, right? Laugh about it, mate. You know what I mean? Like, just laugh about it with the people. I went, and you know what happened? They get bored of doing it, because you're laughing with them, and they know that it's not that's going to upset you no more. But it doesn't, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because he's just got that.
It makes you think, though, that he's done it on purpose. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, though. Like, I've seen him wake his mum and dad up. He's woke his mum and dad up on the line. Like, did you see it, Scout?
No, mate. That's up to me. And says, if you
mum was in the kitchen going mental.
They're giving me fucking loads. They don't understand. I'll fucking fight any one of them, mush. Fucking hell, mate. Yeah, he woke his mum and dad up, didn't he? You went quiet for a bit, though. Notice you went quiet for a bit when he woke his mum and dad up.
Yeah, well, honestly, right? Like, I don't want to shed Bidsy in any dodgy light or anything, because I like him. So
he's all right, he is. He honestly is. He's sound, but it's the other people that go in on with the stick, right? And people going like, he's not just on benefits; he's on fringe benefits. Right? And that was another one that had everyone off, wasn't it? But then you told me it was someone else. I'm not going to mention on here who it was. He was doing the shit there tonight, because I couldn't believe it when I got told, mate. I thought, wow, you know what I mean? You know what I'm on about?
I think so, yeah.
You know what I'm on
about.
Right. And I had no idea it was like all coming from that, you know what I mean? But it's only Kelly and the other fella, Dave, the main ones going in on him.
Yeah, they're naughty, them. They're naughty in the chat. If you ever get into Flavours' chat, like, you open my eyes there. So they're taking it to another level, right? But it's like, there was somebody in there called Dog Lover. Remember Dog Lover? Dog Lover. They were writing it as well. They were going in hard on Bidsy. I don't even know who it was.
Dog Lover?
Yeah, they were only about for a few days.
I've never heard of them.
Really? Was anyone else the Dog Lover, or was that just a few? Was that somebody?
I've told Bidsy to come over to ours, like yours, Charles and mine. I said, come over to ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said to him, come over to ours. Said, you'll be all right, you know what I mean? But after that, and like on Flavours and that, I don't know whether he's been on since, you know what I mean? But he got hell on there. But when he went on Benji's, that was heavy, mate. Fucking hell, that went on for
that was one of the worst ones I've seen. That
and he was absolutely going ballistic. That's where he woke his mum and dad up on that one.
Before I forget as well, right? Before I forget as well, what was the topic? What was the main thing that we were talking about tonight on the buggies?
It was all sorts. It was cars, pizza kite. Because he said you can talk about what you want on here. I'm not bothered. Just a bit of everything. You know what buggies is like, and what he's got going on. But he's calmed down a lot. You know what I mean? It's like one of them. Yeah.
Did you have any else? Do you have anyone else on?
Yeah, he had YouTube Bazzy, and he had Bad Dancer on.
Oh, Bad Dancer.
Yeah,
Bad Dancer. Is he Scottish?
Yeah, he comes in yours, doesn't he?
Yeah, hasn't he got it? Has he? Did something happen with him though? Because he had a bit of a bad rep, did he, for a while? I don't know why.
I don't know. First I've heard that on that one, man.
But
I said, I haven't seen you for a bit, and he went, yeah. He said, he said, they're being on like these and that, you know what I mean? I think, you know, with all this, the shite with the dividing lines and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Which we're not involved in type of thing. I mean, there's a few of us not involved in it. I mean, there's yourself, isn't he? There's Daryl, there's myself. Who else is on their own? Flavors is on his own, isn't he? I mean, I run a chill chat. I have done from day one, as you know, Moon. That's why I set myself up. It was like very chilled chat, man. Very chilled. Yours is chilled. Daryl's is.
Well, Daryl's is sometimes.
Yeah, yes. Daryl's is to a certain point, you know what I mean? Because Daryl gets different people on where like he ends up, you know what Daryl's like, he can change, can't he? Just bump like that.
Yeah, let me tell you this, like Daryl's not like he knows exactly what's going on his channel, you know what I mean? He goes out to get a bit of drama, you know, he likes a bit of drama.
I think he's street ahead, you know.
Yeah.
He's street ahead, he knows exactly what's going on, you know what I mean? Just because he put it out there doesn't mean he's not.
The thing is, Scouser, right? The thing is, like when you do these lives and that, right? If you have a few days off and you do lives, like you get out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I was glad to get back into it. I was glad to though, you know, Moon, and you know, like I always used to like if it had a day off, I'd go, what's gone on to people and that. Yeah. But you know, when I come back, I ain't interested, mate. I knew there'd probably been toxicity because that's why I come off it for a bit. And as you know, I've said to you, didn't I was going to sync my channel. And then I thought, you know, why should I? It's a bit of a release. You know, it's a release for other people and that, people who want to chill out and just not listen to all the usual fucking toxic shite and bollocks that goes on here that just doesn't make sense to no one about doorstepping and all the rest of it. You know what I mean?
But let's get it right though, Scouts. You can't tell me that you don't like a little bit of like gossip or a little bit of drama, you know, like as long as it's not out of hand, like we all do.
Yeah, if it's not, you know, if it doesn't get out of hand and that, like we've both had it, haven't we? I mean, look at that the other night with DSL and Shuggy. I mean, and I had no idea. Like, but I'm Shuggy had been on mine from the minute go. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like I go on Shuggy's and that was the first time I've ever met DSL or anything. You know what I mean? I know he's from Liverpool, obviously, because you know. And I had no idea that them two were having beef because I wouldn't have had the other one on. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have had him on just to not, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't have wanted that. But you know, it just happened. And I tried to sort it, didn't I, on my panel? I went, look, we're going to try and sort this beef on the panel and end it. You with me? Because that's.
I think you were a bit shocked. I think I was brave. I was brave.
Oh, listen, yeah, and I was shocked because he just started like blazing, didn't he, to SL, and then that was it, and I was like, what the fuck's going on here? You know what I mean? Someone told me to bring him on. It was you on it, Moon. Oh, you never said bring him on. No. You never said bring him on. You said you knew him. You said you knew him, but that was when he was in the chat.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was in the chat though, and then he just brought him on. And,
yeah, someone told me he was all right. Then it mightn't have been. It's probably, obviously, if it wasn't you. But someone told me anyway, because you know me, I don't bring no one on unless someone vouches for someone or they go in the chat. Now, I'd seen him in the chat, and someone did say, yeah, he's sound. Okay, you can bring him on. So, obviously, I brought him on. I didn't throw the banner up first or something.
I don't know. Probably like.
It didn't matter anyway. I brought him on, and then that was it. You know what I mean? It just went off, didn't it?
Yeah, man.
Straight away, more or less.
Quality, man.
But I felt terrible because, you know, I didn't know this lad. I know Shuggy. You know what I mean? I go on his lives, and I fucking absolutely felt dead awkward. Didn't you, man?
I knew the beef, right?
And
I knew it would go downhill pretty fast, like.
Did you?
Yeah, because it went from just words to then.
Too late to tell me though, wasn't it?
I think Shuggy's wife was in the background as well, wasn't she? Which is never a good thing, right?
Well, yeah. Well, obviously, you know, she's gonna back a fucking fella up, isn't she?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's how like triggered they got each other. I knew it was like that. I knew it was like.
You know, Shuggy's girls in the chat. Shuggy's girls in the chat now, but you know, they're good people. From what I know, it's Big G. It's always
big up Tyrone,
go back to the last message. I seen you got through that one quick. No, go back.
Oh,
but the other way, Big G.
This one.
Yeah,
that's the one. I tell you what, just a little word for my mate Tyrone, right or wrong, or if you're Tim Smith, white or Wong, right?
White or Wong.
This is Tyrone, right? I think he's been coming in here like quite a lot. Most of my life, he's always in here. He loves a quiz. He spends a lot of his time like in I think Sparky's, but he pops up everywhere. But proper respect for him. He's a friend of Andrew Jay's as well, if I'm not wrong. But he's quite funny as well in chat. He's been putting some belter commented over the last few days, I've been noticing. Yeah, respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, what were we on about there?
Yeah, just the DSL and the Shuggy thing, mate.
Yeah.
I don't want all that. I don't want all that on my channel. That's why I tried to sort it, and I thought I could, but DSL said no, it's not going to be sorted, didn't he? So nothing else you can do. Shuggy said the same thing. Nothing else you can do. Do you know what I mean? But it was awkward, mate.
Was that your first bit of drama then, do you reckon? Or have you
on my channel?
Right.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Right.
Yeah, of that sort. Yeah.
Right. But saying that, right, Scout, you have got to have seen a lot worse than that being on the Irish channel you were on.
No, mate. Yeah. But I'm on about my own channel. Yeah. But I've seen 20.
But that's what I mean. You're not going to be shocked,
mate. Yeah,
you're not going to be shocked easily,
I was trying to sort it because obviously that's what my channel. It's not about that. I mean, I don't mind sorting beefs out if they can get sorted. You know what I mean? Tal's does the same thing, doesn't he? He hopes to sort them on his channel.
Yeah.
Basically, start on here, YouTube, finish it on here. You know what I mean? And that's it. You're not going to get on, go your own separate ways, and you don't have to speak to each other, and that's fine. You know what I mean? And that's what it's trying to do. But you know, obviously I didn't know what had gone on. It obviously goes deeper. You know what I mean? So, and I didn't know the history about it, so I'm not going to get involved in something that doesn't concern me and I don't know about. You know what I mean? It was just hard.
I don't think that's just been simmering, that one anyway. But what I want to ask you as well, mate. And you know, I always do, like, I haven't for a while, but just going back to like the time you spent on that channel, how, on a scale of 1 to 10, how toxic like did that channel get at its worst?
I don't really want to go into it because I've got an agreement, mate.
Yeah, just like in a ballpark though, like, because to me, I couldn't watch it. We don't have to go on about it. That's totally sound. Like, I get that.
Well, very. You want a number?
It's because I know you now, and I've spent a lot of time talking to you, and I've watched you go on your own. I've watched you go with Mark, and it just amazes me how you got on with him for so long, because you're so different.
Well, he was all right at first, wasn't he? And then
I've got no beef with the fella. Like, I'll put that out there, not at all.
Yeah.
He's trying to come back. He needs to just stay positive, because
I know.
Just be positive, mate. That's the only way he's going to go forward.
I had a phone call with him not so long ago, right, which I accused him of doxing me, and it weren't. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, I apologise for that, and I know I'll apologise now for it, for accusing him of it, like on Exposed. You know what I mean? Because I actually think I knew exactly who it was, and I blamed him for it. But basically, the reason I blamed him for it because I got told it was him that put my fucking, you know, kipper out there, my boat race, and it wasn't him. You know what I mean? But he ended up doing it anyway because I'd done that on Exposed, you with me? So it was like kind of fair game, you know, fair game. You know, like Fighting Irish put one out on me, didn't he? You know what I mean? That was fair game because I was giving him loads. Fair game, innit? You know what I mean? And that's the way it goes. But
well, like I said, like we talked about last night about Brian and Emmy, getting the witness put through, and like I just wanted to make it clear to everyone. And there wasn't many people who experienced that, was there? Was, how bad that must be, you know what I mean?
On there. Oh, you mean the Windsor?
Yeah.
Oh,
like we talked about it last night, didn't we? That's the worst that could happen, isn't it, on YouTube?
No, that's not the worst that can happen. I think the worst is yet to come. Moon, and that such was. You know what? I honestly hope it doesn't happen. God bless, really. I hope it doesn't happen. Someone's going to get killed on here, mate. It's getting there. It's getting there. It is getting there. Look how many people have gone to doorstep, certain people.
So what do you think the biggest, do you think that Dodgy Daves is like the story of the year? They're like, they're turning up with deckers and having the fisticuffs.
Look, you gotta give him credit for that. He's gone up there on his own, right? On his own, mate. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm listening.
But we're in his territory where obviously he'll have people around him we can phone. So he went up there, mate, on his own, mate, you know what I'm saying? And I think the other fella didn't realise how hard Dave was, because, like, when he hit him, he just stood there like a lamppost, didn't he?
Yeah.
Let's have it right, you know what I mean? And that, look, I don't care what anyone says, mate. That takes cojones, that takes fucking big balls, mate.
Don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong. I mean,
Doesn't it?
I mean,
for me,
I know say that he's through hands with Decker, you know what I mean? Not many people will get to say that.
No. And if that overhand right to the bit Decker, mate, Decker would have been flatlined, I think. Fucking hell. If that had connected with him, what Dave threw, You know what I
So
mean?
am I right in thinking that did Dave go do a bit of time over the Acro thing? He done some time, didn't he?
Oh, over that.
Yeah, you know when he falsely he admitted it, didn't he? He went to the police station and falsely gained Decker's Claire's law or whatever and put it on
Right,
the internet.
yeah.
I'm sure he got done for that. Could anyone?
I don't
Does
know,
anyone
mate.
know?
So I'm not going to comment on it. You know what I mean? But hey, listen, he's a respectful fella, mate.
I
Send me
think
man wishes and
Scout.
all that, you know.
Yeah, Scout. Just a second, mate. Right, this grey squirrel shooter. Right, I'm getting vibes. Right, that we know this person. Right, somebody who's changed their name. Have you not noticed in the chat?
What?
I could be totally wrong, right? But the grey squirrel shooter. It's been coming in here and like I'm watching the comments and they're really like funny, you know what I mean? The funny.
Let me go to the chat.
I think I know this person, like
Comments.
I'm not gonna let on.
Right. Is it the bottom one, yeah? The grey. That one. See, I've got to go
Just
back.
all of them, they've been chipping away in the chat all night, man. It's been funny as.
They're not. There's a few there you don't recognise, or.
You know what? Has anyone noticed? Like I had noticed the chat, or I normally do, like till you get on it. Like,
well, your thingies will check them out. You see, you know, if you let them know.
Yeah, but I think they're all good ones, though. I think they're all.
Yeah.
Funny as.
Is that what you mean? Yeah. You know, they're all good ones, mate. Look, just Slim Reaper. You know what I mean?
Very calm.
Balamogullis.
They reminded me of like 60s humor, you know what I mean?
Well,
like
might be all over. If you look at your algorithm, mate, like most of your things will be over 35, between the age of 35 and 55. They'll be your main thingies in your chat, like they are in mine. You with me?
Yeah, the funny as these are, you know. Like you talk about they're on about Lou Donny, yeah. This is yeah.
See, I've got to go. Let me go back to the comments.
And like this is how nosy they are. Like Big G knows that we've had our kitchen done, even though I have told him, but he like.
Oh, Big
G,
I mean? He knows everything, him.
He's like a big. He should have been a woman, shouldn't he? Really?
Yeah, really. The thing, you know, the leotard he wears. He should have one.
Yeah.
Tutus around him as well. Do you know what I mean? A pair of airwear. Told him last night, and I fucking. He's not showing his body now, is he? But I said I was going to get him a Superman suit, but like in a leotard. With Tupac on it, on the front, and the OG YouTube.
I'm pretty sure you were on the panel with him and Darryl when I was driving home, right? Did I get this right, or was it he would think? Did he say he'd been to the gym boxing or something?
Yeah.
Is he being serious? Like, was he being serious? Or?
Oh yeah, the leotard on and the wig and all that, mate. Yeah. I don't think it's a wig myself. I really don't. I don't think it's. I do not think it's a wig. I think that's what he rocks every day.
So, right, I'm going to put you on the spot now, Scout. So I'm going to put you on the spot now, right?
Go on.
So, if you had to name somebody famous who you think Big G would look like, you know, what do you imagine Big G
on the spot? Do you call that putting on the spot? Well, you fucking put me on the spot then about 1,000
Who do you imagine he reminds you of? Like, when you think of Big G's voice, what sort of face do you put with it?
His voice. Yeah, Big G, bounce on, mate.
You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah,
there he is.
Aye, still rocking the album. Not lads in the
I'll tell you what, Mo. You're pussy whipped. You are proper pussy whipped.
Muffs, Ivan Muzzy.
Where is she? She hasn't even been in the chat, has she?
You know, fucking great squirrels, Lou Don. Checks it out straight away.
That is like, that's what I thought. But I thought, hang on a minute. She got a few questions right last night in the quiz, right? And now she's coming up with this great squirrel character. Where's it coming from?
No, I haven't seen the squirrel character like, you know, not that like it should be on mine. Like I'm only a small channel compared to yours. It's teeny weeny channel, but I haven't seen that even when I've come on your panel.
Come on, Lou, get yourself up.
So why am I pussy whipped? What's going on there?
Yeah. Let's get back to the pussy whipping night. Come on. Come on. And yeah, fucking mustache muff dive.
If you weren't called Scouser, you'd want to be called Clint Brook, wouldn't you? Clint Brook.
Clint Brook.
Legend of a man. If it is a man, big up Clint Brook. Yeah. So what's going on with the grey squirrel thing, brother? Tell me.
I don't know. I was chat for like a matter of a minute, and I got frigging timed out for 5 minutes.
No, you never asked them that, Moon. You asked them something else.
They haven't got a spanner. They haven't got a spanner on my screen.
Yeah, hang on.
I'll tell you what, they're a fucking super mod. You've made them a super mod.
Oh, mate. That's somebody's hackers, haven't they?
Have you got a super mod, have you?
Come on, Lou, Don. Get yourself up here, love.
Yeah, it'll be Lou's on. Yeah, I was going to say.
If that's grey squirrel, like, I'm mighty impressed. If she is the grey squirrel shooter, I'm mighty impressed with that one, I'll be honest.
Isn't Lou's on in the chat? Is Lou's on now?
No, she's grey squirrel like that.
So hang on a sec. Has she got the gold spanner?
Yeah, but there'll be a subliminal message in that, and I can't work it out.
It's because I've been given a tape about cracking on with painting.
Listen to Moon. I can't work it out. This is all being like previous. You know that.
I'm telling you, the great squirrel
listen to him admitting it.
I've been bigging her up all night, or him. I've been saying, look at this character here coming out with these comments, and then it just clicked. I thought, I recognise that. You know what I mean?
How the fuck am I supposed to know who's on?
Oh, you don't know what it is, Scouts.
Fucking hell, mate.
You've been talking to buggies for 4 hours when your head's fried.
Just about know what fucking day it is, mate.
You're worse than Jay Belfast, are you? Jay Belfast lying in you at the minute.
Oh, don't fucking insult me, lad. Come on.
Everyone wants him on the panel, don't you think, Jay?
Yeah, listen, Jay.
It's like fucking Duracell batteries up his ass. He never shuts up.
Listen, Duracell, he's got lithiums in him, mate. For fuck's sake. He's on a USB-C, him.
He's on fire in at the minute.
USB-C fast charger, for fuck's sake. He's boss, though. He's funny, hasn't he?
Oh, he's funny.
He's hilarious, mate.
So, Jay, have you been boxing tonight, or what?
No, I've just put some extra hours in at work.
I heard that it was Lou's on who said it. I think she said boxing eggs.
Yeah, it's his footwork. It's your footwork, and it's you need to work on, son.
Yeah, I do actually.
Dan Jackson.
I was listening.
Oh, losing back, or someone pretending to be low.
Do you?
In the back.
Yeah, back chat. Let me on.
That's not Lou's on. It's Lou's on's.
There's nobody there.
No, bring them on. Bring them in the back.
Nobody's at the link. There's nobody there. Nobody's at the link. I haven't even put a link out.
Come in and go off.
Hang on, I think I'm getting
Lou's ons. There's the link. Bring them on. There's it. That was Daniel Jackson just being on the screen, and Dan,
yeah, Big Dan, easy Dan. How we doing? So
you might jump on.
Do you finish off that painting for him, though?
You know what, mate? It's better to just let her do it. Seriously, if I do it, it'll just get picked apart. You know what I mean? Swear down. That stressed, as she told you about the workmen putting all the tools down on top of the new sideboard.
No,
mate, that's what they were doing. Would you go and put? She said today, would you go and put all your tools at work on your brand new car?
No.
You wouldn't, would you? He got it. Like the bloke got it. He'd been winding her up for a few days, just for little things like just not tidying up and that. But then when she seen that was the last straw, when she seen all his tools on the new side,
Maybe she fucking threw him out.
He got both barrels. No, he was.
But you were just cowering in the corner, weren't you?
I was at work.
Not saying a word.
Luckily. Yeah, man. Oh, hang on. There's people in the back now. Like,
yeah, it might be Dan, Dan Jackson.
Hold on. Age before beauty, yeah. Age before beauty.
Good.
Hey, she is.
Where's Chit Shoot Grey Squirrel?
Can you hear us?
Oh,
yeah, man.
I've gone to write in the back chat. I've been here for ages. I've gone to write in the back chat, right? And I don't know how to get off it.
You know what, right? I couldn't see you there. Seriously, I couldn't see you because
Don't believe him, Lou.
I had to scroll the screen up.
Don't believe him.
Lying, Lou.
Is that Daniel? So how come you've let Daniel on and not me? You must have seen us both.
Just before you came on, he actually said, "I've had fucking earache from there all day." So we'll leave it.
You big mouth.
Fucking hell, bad news that. Bad day that.
You need to have a word with him.
Just waiting for the footy bets. From work, she had tour on the footy and everything. Just waiting for my bets to finish.
Shocking. Are you all right, like Scouser?
Yeah, I'm sound, Livy. Is it all right yourself? Yeah.
Yeah, tip top.
First time of year, you're on live, Lou.
I know, first time I've seen her on a live, to be honest.
She's absolutely flying this week, man. She got 3 questions right last night of the quiz. 3 questions. I missed
the fucking quiz last night, and it was at the gym, and I fucking get back.
Oh, listen. There's something going on. I get turns over. He looks past mine. You know what I mean?
Oh, it swerves me, mate. Listen, Scouts, you don't fuck off. You avoided mine. You missed about 3 of mine the other day.
No, I've seen him doing it to you.
It's because what it was. Doing it to because of slating his fucking Middlesbrough before about 2 hours before. You bastard, I'll get you back.
I'm telling you, so Louise, where did them 3 answers come from? What were the? Can you remember what they were?
What was about America, wasn't it? Something about Florida.
Oh yeah. So you knew that one, didn't you?
I can't remember the two. What are you trying to say? Like I'm sick.
You knew that because you beat Florida.
What's going on?
Did I have you off as well on the question?
You beat the Florida recently, I meant.
Wait, half the time he doesn't say me right answers anyway, and I get bumped off points. So I thought I'll have a little try.
He gets you back. I slated Middlesbrough about a couple of hours before, and he fucking robbed me blind on the quiz he did.
Listen, he's got something going on with Bazza. Let's have it right.
Yeah.
Bazza got beat, man. Bazza got beat.
At this rate, man, you're getting fuck all
this. Get beat because it was nothing on top for you.
Who won it then?
Adam Sky, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Adam Sky, Bazza came second.
It
was nip and tuck, lad. It was nip and tuck.
I've done all that in the footy tonight. I've won myself a quick £200 then.
What was the score like? Officially?
2-1.
To Man U?
Yeah, 2-1. Yeah, Anthony scored.
So it's gone through.
Barcelona are out now.
All right. Oh, well. It's only the Mickey Mouse Cup anyway.
I was waiting on United to win. She'll have to wait a minute because my phone's 11%.
It's only the Minnie Mouse Cup, like.
Yeah, no, I'm not asking. I needed them to score to win me betting it. So obviously, I just won £200.
Anyone do a bet on the fight on Saturday with that in Blanchfield?
I've had a few bets with a few of the boys, and I've got fucking Tommy or Fury, and so I've had £50.
I got 2-1 on it 3 weeks ago, Darren in Blanchfield.
Anything else?
So I'm gonna have a few bets on fit. I lost the fucking money on Lee Wood the other night, all the bastard, man.
And you know, for it to be in a submissions, and
yeah,
got like 8-1 on it, you know, mate. Yeah, I think it was 6-1. I think.
My problem.
Submission.
No.
That's how she won, wasn't it? The naked choke. That's how she won, and I was in two minds on whether because that.
Against Andrade, that thing Andrade. Yeah.
She beat it in the stands up though, didn't she as well?
Yeah, she done well, you know, in that fight. I went for Andrade, Jessica Andrade, and lost, didn't I?
Well, listen, she relies on her power, doesn't she, mate? But it was just about the bet.
Good though. Her wrestling's good though as well, but she got fucking bullied.
Jiu-jitsu's off the scale, you know. She's only I thought she was 23, but Adult told me she was 21.
Big up the Barcelona.
Yeah, she is, you know.
And she's fighting Valentina Shevchenko next, but I don't that's gonna be hard.
She's hard, mate. She's hard. Got the Barcelona flag, mate.
How's everyone?
What's the Barcelona flag?
Flip-flopping again, are we? Flip-flopping.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing tonight. Just flip-flopping from channel to channel.
I heard you don't do modern no more because you're running your channel. Is that right?
Well, I do it now and again, like, but only for some channels. I'm not into doing those more now, like now.
Like sitting off for hours and that. You mean?
What's the Barcelona bad? Try to stick it to the United fans.
Yeah, but obviously it didn't work like that. I was hoping Barcelona would beat them, like, but
I fucking wasn't. I only had them on my bet. Listen, we've got them on Sunday, mate. Biggest game of our fucking lives. This on Sunday for us.
Yeah, Newcastle. I hope they do them. I hope they do Man U over. Like, I know.
I hope they do myself, mate.
Yeah.
Tell you what, if they fucking do, I'll be on a bender for the next fucking 3 days. Let me tell you.
And me.
I'm fucking telling you that now, mate.
That's not going to happen, like.
What?
How are you anyway?
Flying there, fly.
Not going to happen, that.
Come on, mate. Fucking hell. Come
on. I will watch it, though. I will watch it.
How are you getting on? It's him. His channel, lad.
It's all right.
I haven't really spoke to you about it, have I?
Yeah, it's all right. I'm getting trolled to hell at the moment, not going to lie.
Yeah, I had it last week. That's why I come off. Yeah,
I don't know anything about this, Tim. I don't know anything about it, I'll be honest.
It was after the other fella, wasn't it? That's what started it all. He took a good deed, and now he's paying the fucking price for doing a good deed. What an absolute disgrace that is.
What
is he still bragging on?
What's
is that what he's bragging on about?
Yeah.
Yeah, just getting trolled everywhere, like in some chats, like, you know. And yeah, it is.
The ones that feel sorry for him and just can't see, like, what the big picture is. Like, over it.
Yeah,
Louise, have you seen any of that? Have you seen any of that, then?
What?
You watch none of it,
No, I haven't. No, I haven't seen Tim getting trolled, like, because I would say something.
Yeah, I haven't either, Tim. Like, it must be just down to a few tells, is it?
Yeah.
It's always one. Yeah.
They're doing it in back chat, or are they doing it on main chat?
There's one main box for the soldier.
Main chat in mine sometimes, like, in just not all big up Andrew and all
comments
this
and that.
And you know.
But that's put your comments on review, Tim.
What?
Put your comments on review first before you let them out. No, your comments.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube Studio. You can put it on review. Review your comments before. So, you know, before you can put them like on review before they go out. So when someone puts a comment in, right, you can thingy it, like pass it. Or say, no, you can fuck off. That's not going out.
The thing is, though, it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening anyway, Tim.
I know it shouldn't be happening, but it is.
No need for it, like. No need for it.
Someone a fucking favour.
Some of them
like
Twinkle in back chat.
I'm not being horrible, Tim. Use your where was everyone else to fucking help him out? Use the only one that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where was everyone else?
Yeah.
Don't let no one give you no shit. At least you was fucking there. Where was every other cunt?
Yeah, and I like, you know, but they still put 2 pennies worth.
Yeah, you know what though, Tim, right? You know, for what it costs you, right? In a way, like my half fella used to say this, it's worth a few bob to find someone out because it could cost you dearly later on. You with me?
Yeah,
well, Scouts, but still though, when you're doing someone a favour,
I know.
You can't have people piping up. Do you know what I mean? Slating him when at the end of the day, where the fuck was they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree with you, mate. Right.
But
also,
saying, like, listen,
you learn a lesson from it, don't you? You learn.
Yeah, of course not.
You'll never do it again.
Listen, I've had good friends. Listen, I've had friends that have had me off for dough, mate, and I thought they were good friends.
Yeah.
And they've had me off for dough, but like you said, you fucking find out who your true friends are when it comes to things like that, don't you?
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
Because of all that, like I just thought, fuck it, I just had enough, like, so I ended 2 of my lives early, like.
Yeah.
So have you not? Hey Tim, have you not spoke to that Andrew since then?
No.
Yeah. You know what? I thought that was old. I know it was big news, but I thought that was dying to death, that Tim. I thought that story had like gone, you know, and people had got past it. But...
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then you've got all these trolls then coming in, you know, Andrew this, Andrew, why do you kick him out? And you know what I mean? It's like, it's madness. It really is.
How can anyone have supporters, right? Who go along with that type of behaviour? That's
the
like
only one I know who it is.
me.
It's Twinkle. And I don't know about Dalby.
What's that noise there? Someone's crackling.
I'm trying to sort it out.
I think it's you know, Dan.
Me again?
No, I'm not sure, John. Hang on. Because
I'll leave and I'll jump back on and see if it's me.
Yeah, I'll mute myself.
This was the night.
He's probably got his phone on charge or something.
It was a nightmare the other night.
No, it's Dan. It is Dan. If you unmute Dan and put everyone else on mute, Moon. Sorry. No, unmute Dan.
I can hear it now. I've just muted Tim there. We all talk there now.
Big G brushing his hair, won't it?
Probably.
Oh, don't you start, Lou.
Who's this grey squirrel that was making me feel uncomfortable? Even Aldi left.
No, your name got thrown in the air for it, Lou.
I know, by Big J. Well, I've come on the panel and I'm lived on. Big J doesn't know what the hell he's talking about half the time, man.
Yeah, you did time me out. You know you did.
What's the expect, Lou? Running around in the leotards, like, come on, go now in a wig like that. You know what I mean?
Mr. and Mrs. Moon, been a pleasure. Scouts.
Yeah, boy. Nice one, Tim. Nice one, man.
Tim, before you go, can you change your avatar to the Newcastle one? Because every time you put an avatar up, mate, it's always of a losing team. So.
Fuck you, Big G. Fuck off, Tim. Do that.
I'll be having words with you tomorrow.
Ignore him, lad. Fucking ignore him in the corner.
Take care, Tim.
Yeah, don't you fucking dare. You lad.
Sounds. That was a fucking absolute liberty take that fucking cunt on to him. I watched it. I watched it live.
Why?
You've got to stay out of them chats because.
What's that, Dan? Was Andrew chatting shit to Tim?
It was just being an absolute tit. He was just fucking swilling fucking wine all over the frigging place and like.
What's Tim bought? Yeah, he started getting aggressive with an attitude towards Tim and that, you know what I mean? A bit of an attitude, like, you know what, a bit of an aggressive attitude where, like, Tim felt uncomfortable in his own house.
Yeah, but we mean after that, Scout, like the aftermath, you know, like.
Yeah, that will always
the aftermath. Has Andrew been on anything else? Louise, has he been on anything else? Have you seen about it?
I haven't seen it. It all boils down to the individual, really. Just no morals and respect of certain people, is there?
No, none at all, Lou. None at all. No,
that's what it boils down to.
Didn't appreciate it. Wasn't grateful. How fucking dare you, mate? You're listening. You know what I mean? Do that to someone who's helped you out. Put a roof over your head.
He's not getting an apology, is he?
What?
He's not getting an apology, is he?
No. You know what I mean?
No.
Do you mean Andrew apologising to Tim?
Yeah, of course.
He hasn't had one, has he?
That's what I mean. I don't think there's one coming either. Just shows exactly what he's like.
Yeah, no, it's exactly. It tells you what he's all about. You know what I mean?
We liked Andrew. Well, we did. I mean, I don't know. What, Louise? What do you think about Andrew now? Then, like right now,
I've heard his mouth sometimes, and listen, Andrew can give it.
I've helped people rock bottom before, and they wouldn't dream of coming to my house, lighting a fag up and chucking drink all over and think it's funny. You know what I mean? I've helped people in worse positions than him, and they wouldn't dream of doing that or us.
Yeah, same here.
But do you think that was down to the drink or just down to Andrew?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're sober, if you're drunk, what gear you're taking. You don't disrespect people like that. You still got morals. Doesn't matter how wrecked you are.
Andrew, isn't it?
Yeah,
we should have a little bit of fucking integrity about you, shouldn't you? And go, well, this fella's helped me out. He's put a roof over me head.
Going into someone else's house and treating it like that, full stop, no matter where you are, full stop, mate.
Brought me a bed.
Especially if he's fucking helps you out.
Yeah.
Like it's like the old saying, innit? You're either fucking brought up or dragged up.
Yeah. I've been dragged up, bro, but I still got fucking morals, me, G. Do you know what I mean? I've been dragged up. I've not had the best of fucking upbringing, but I still would treat no one's fucking house like that, mate.
No, or
especially that's done your fucking favour. Do you know what I mean? It's just respect in yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Fucking grains of rice going on the floor and that.
Fuck off, get out on your arse, you cunt, but he didn't. Do you know what I mean? And
Tim doesn't even smoke on the fucking floor, you know. When he was eating.
Tim doesn't even smoke, does he?
No.
No.
That fucking Andrew is smoking his house and that. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell, come on.
Yeah.
But saying that though, I bet Big G's house is a right mess. You know, his bedroom. I bet there's undies hanging off like doorknobs and stuff.
It fucking isn't, mate. I've got OCD.
I've sweaty headbands all over the place.
Handbrake turns and
everything's got a fucking place in my house, mate.
Pink brands and crusty socks.
God, Big G, I know that your OCD, mate. So how bad's your OCD?
Out of 10, I would say at least an 8. Everything's got to be, like my desk. I've got to have all pens straight. They've all got to put place.
Fucking 8 minus.
I've got 5 kids there, mate. Fucking OCD in my gaff.
Go on, lad. I want to know some more. What other weird things do you do? Go on. Are all your tins facing the same way and shit?
Yes.
All your tins?
Yeah, anything in cupboard, labels have got to be shown.
It'd help, wouldn't it? Because you need to fucking see what it is. It's no good having a back to fucking front. You can't see what's on it.
You know what? Is anyone else surprised, though, for knowing Big G, right, like you do? Are you surprised, Louise, are you surprised that he's like that? Or could you tell that by his... Because he hasn't spoke about it, like...
There's no clues, is he?
Is your boyfriend the same, Big J? Is your boyfriend tidy or has he got OCD?
Right. I like pasty. I don't do sausage roll up.
Has he got a perm?
Like Laura's pasty, doesn't he?
Has he got
a top proper our Laura Kay.
Driving mostly like you.
You can all fuck off.
Jay, give us 3 more examples, mate. What of
washing up's got to be done straight away. I don't like mess.
Do you have? Let's get it right. Do you have a soap pyramid?
A what?
What?
You know where you get soap in the box and you make a pyramid of them in like.
What?
Do you not know that?
You doesn't even know that.
I do shower gel, mate. I do soap.
Yeah, so your bathroom, are your toilet rolls stacked up in the an order or anything like that?
Oh yeah, they're in cupboard. They're all stacked up and
everything's got its place then. Everything's got its place.
Everything's got a place, mate.
Do you want a job?
Cables have all got to be hidden as well. I've got a thing with cables that are showing.
Well, I hate
the fuck out of it.
No.
There's now worse than looking behind your telly than seeing like about 500 cables.
Moon.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's a soap pyramid?
Right. Hang on. I'm going to get tortured for the soap pyramid thing now, right?
Have him, Luke.
I remember once, right, back in the day, right, when I lived on my own, right, and I was a bit like that myself. I'd get a bit carried away, you know, tidying up and that. And one time,
you didn't do it now.
I was just going to say, let's just do it now.
One time, I had 3 bars of Dove soap because they were on offer, right? You know, in a 3-pack in the square box. So what I did at the end of the bath, I put 2 next to each other. I put one on top of it, like a soap pyramid. And that night, I had a few of my mates come back to the house. Yeah, we had a bit of a party and all that, you know, like taking stuff and that. And one of my mates went to the toilet and just pissed himself laughing. Right, just told everyone that I had a soap pyramid. don't ever do that. So that's what a soap pyramid is, though.
All right.
He's going to get ripped now, isn't he?
Oh, there'll be a soap pyramid by tomorrow, like.
Fucking phone ring on it. You fucking ring on it. It cuts you off, doesn't it?
So, Big G, one more. Do you do any of this light switching thing where you have to turn the lights on and off?
Oh yeah, so like the landing stair light, they've all got to be in the same position because obviously you got one at top and one at bottom. So they've all got to be in the same position. You can't be having.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm like that. I'm like that with the light switches, believe it or not.
Do you know what?
That's a bit weird.
Fuck about light switches, mate. As long as they're all off and they're not killing me electricity, I couldn't give a shit.
It's a bit weird. I
couldn't give a fuck.
It is a bit weird, like, I'll be honest.
That stressed me out.
The way come on, be honest, is it a bit weird or what? It's a bit weird.
What's a bit weird?
Are we having 20 quid on the game? Yeah, I'm 20 quid on the game.
Big G's doing. Turning lights on and off and all that, and have them all. Imagine that.
Yeah, fuck all that. That'd stress me out trying to do that. I'd probably get more stressed
out. You turn the mix, Mr. I always knock my lights off.
Dan, imagine Big G with our dog. he'd have a heart attack after about 5 minutes.
Oh, fucking hell, especially mine, mate. Fucking, I've got 3 of the
Exactly. Imagine the damage the dog. But he's got dogs, G. You've had dogs, haven't you? How's it work?
Well, yeah. I've got 2 minutes of dash hound I had them last weekend.
So what does done there break you? Done there like interrupt your routine or move things about and shit?
No, that's I let rules slide for my little slinking. She's
facing the right way and all sorts when it lies down. I bet you come in and keep
back to normality down there, lad.
Oh, fucking hell, you're lying the wrong way. Face mecca, mate. Face mecca.
Face mecca. Fucking hell, that's heavy, that mate.
By the way, right, Dan's dog, Dan's dog. You've never seen a more rich dog. It's like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of the dog world, right? It's rich to hell in it, Dan.
Yeah, it looks like it's bent press 120, mate. And you know what? The cunt's not walk around the bastard block.
He's not kidding, man. He's not kidding. It looks like Arnie.
That's what he's just a natural muscle tone dog. That's what he's called. That's his breed, isn't it? He's a muscle tone pocket bully. That's what he is.
So, do you feed it like Daniel?
What?
Do you feed it raw?
Nah, it nearly killed it. You know, it nearly killed it, mate. I fed it raw. It fucking nearly killed him.
Never.
Yeah, Did you know the story? It nearly died, his dog.
Yeah.
No,
he fucking started throwing up blood and all sorts.
I knew it would have been the vets, but I didn't know why.
The raw because what he was doing, but obviously he's got allergies. So when I was feeding the raw, he was getting the allergies off the raw meat was causing bacteria, and it ripped all the lining off his stomach.
Oh hell!
So I literally £575 it cost me in the vet.
Bloody hell, nightmare!
Have you over, Dan?
Yeah, we've been the vets. We've just started doing the vet thing. I hope we don't have to go.
Listen, but I've got 2 pocket bullies, and I've got an American Laparosa, Alpha Blue Blood American Bulldog.
But you know what, right? Are they having your eyes out? Like Scouts have said, don't vets have your eyes out.
Probably are. Listen, they probably are. But what can you do? I'm not a fucking vet fly, so I don't
Exactly.
know. You know what I mean?
Because they know that you're paid.
Fucking, you know what I mean? A part of the family.
You know that, yeah. You know you've got, yeah.
I was crying, mate. I'm not joking. I thought he was dying. I was upstairs. I was in tears, mate. I thought he was dying, mate. I didn't even know what to do, mate. Obviously, he's part of the family, you know?
Yeah.
Isn't it bad, though? Isn't the basic thing about it bad that they preyed on your hand, basically?
Yeah. Listen, they fucking...
Does he know you're going to pay?
Listen to me. When you passed me the sheet,
exactly, Luke.
I nearly keeled over, mate. She went to me, right, here's your receipt. So I looked at it.
It's like, not right. It's like us going to the doctors and having to pay for it.
Steroid injection. Like 100, I think it was 70 quid for some fucking codeine tablets for him. I felt like taking a bastard things myself to get rectity. Do you know what I mean? To make me pay the bill better.
So Dad, right? Dad, you might
a couple of them codeines myself, man.
Yeah. So Dad, you might have heard
and all that after the took him. Do you know what I mean?
You might have heard us tell this story last week, just quickly, about when we went to the vets. But the worst example we've seen of it, right, was we walked in, we sat down, and one of the doors opened, and two blokes came out just with a lead, right, just a lead. So it was obvious that they just had the dog put down, right. So that's bad enough, isn't it? I felt that, I know what it's like. But then they had to go to the counter, pay 250 quid.
Yeah, you do. Listen. I wanted to get his balls chopped off the other day, and they're telling me £125 to get his balls chopped off.
Bad,
fucking blow talk to the parents do it fucking self.
Yeah, I paid 12 quid for a full blood transfusion. That didn't work.
Listen, when he was poor, lad, he said to me, if he has to stay in overnight, it would have cost me $2,500.
Jesus.
To keep him on the
trip, justify that? How do you justify that?
I said to him, listen, how would you expect me to do that, mate? I said, fucking hell, $2,500. You expect me to just pull that out of fresh air? It's not that I've not got it.
Yeah,
fucking hell, I've got fucking things to, do you know what I mean? Got things to pay for. Can't just be paying $2,500 because you want to keep him overnight. Listen, you know what? I could stay for $2,500 overnight.
Yeah, you think that's bad? My brother.
For $2,500.
Yeah, my brother over in States, he had an English Bull Mastiff, and he got cancer, did poor thing, and he put it all through chemo, and he like hydrotherapy, the full works, 50,000.
Listen, serious money. If you don't know what you're doing, and the vets will fucking up. Listen, he had got an act because obviously with his allergies, he has to have his face wiped with his antibacterial wipes. He has to have antihistamines. Listen, he's got more medical problems. He could listen. My dog could be on the sick, mate. No, I'm not joking. He has got pure things wrong with him. Like, and you know what? It cost me £3,500. You know, honest to God, that's what I paid for him. $3,500, mate. And you know what? He's got fucking. It's like going for Botox and getting his arse done instead. Do you know what I mean? It's pure. Wrong with him.
Yeah.
So, I say it's fucking madness, mate.
Well, Dan, you know the blood transfusion I got on my dog, that was in Thailand, 1,200 quid. You know, and if that had been here, it'd have been about $3,500. You know.
Yeah, listen, that's what they talk. They take the piss. They just listen. They walk in, clock you.
Honestly,
right? He's got fucking. They just milk you. Listen, I swear down. I went there. I was sat there. I got some wipes for his face. I got a medicated shampoo and something else, and a look chair. And I thought, right, I'll take 70 quid with me. That'll be enough. Fucking hell, it's all. Do you know what I mean? I didn't expect. I was sat there, me, and she went, I'll be 160 quid. I looked at that like that. I went, what did she just say?
Animals can't tell you what's wrong, can they?
So that's the thing.
And she went 160 quid that. I went, for what?
To be fair, a vet, you know, has to go to school longer than a doctor does for humans.
What school you've got?
7 years, isn't it, or 6 years?
Yeah, 7 years.
Shit, mate. Listen,
7 years for a human doctor.
They are, mate.
Yeah, but it's the treatment.
To pull your big money out your ass and all that. Like, you know what I mean? Fucking hell, look at the price of gas.
Yeah, but they're making the money on the treatments, obviously, on the needles and stuff. They must be just making the prices up for them.
Got barred from one vet. You know the fucking animal drugs. Nah, honest to God, Scalf, I'm not lying to you. Obviously, I've got my American Bulldog. My American Bulldog, yeah? She had to go for injections. And the first injection she had an allergic reaction off it, mate. Like, she looked like she had fucking, I don't know, like she'd been malaria or something, big lumps all over her face was all swollen. I thought she was going to die, mate. So I rang up the vets. I said, listen, you fucking poisoned me, dog. What am I supposed to do? She went, You'll have to take her to an out-of-hours service in Bolton. It's going to cost you £650. I said, yeah, I used to fucking done this to me dog. How can you expect me to pay this? I said, you give her the fucking cab. And you just fuck. And he was like, listen, nothing we can do. Listen, I went in the next day. She went, you can't come in here. You caused threatening behaviour on the phone. We've kicked you off the book. So
that's what they do.
They're fucking rats, mate. Swear down. They're horrible cunts. But if they're walking there and go, yeah,
your brother,
they go, yeah, we'll keep him on the books and that. Fuck off, mate.
Big G, so your brother who paid that 50 grand, did he have that 50 grand or did that like really get him into trouble?
He took it out on credit cards and stuff like that. Yeah, he's well, the dog was his baby, you know what I mean? We said
baby to him, or not for 50 fucking grand, they could buy 2 new ones.
Exactly.
You know, he was mental. He went through, you know, chemotherapy.
Grand, that's a lot. That's a down payment on a mortgage, that.
Yeah. It's
a lot, that. It's a lot.
The thing was, the dog was
you know what? I sit there and say that, you know what, I'd probably pay it myself. I'd probably pay it myself. I'd find a way. Because they're part of your family, aren't they? I sit there joking about saying I would. Well, fucking hell, I paid that day, innit? £5 quid. It's not what you want to do, but you have no fucking choice. My kids would have been imagine me coming home telling my kids my fucking dog died. They would have been devastated, especially my daughter, mate. She'd been devastated, man. So
we're all dog lovers, man. We're all dog lovers. We all know what it's like.
You do what you need to do, innit? Not even the fact that my daughter would have been devastated. I was devastated. I was crying, do you know what I mean? So imagine what my daughter would have been like if I had not brought him home. She'd have been, oh my God. She'd have been heartbroken, mate. You know what I mean? And now I've got this big donkey as well, so I've got 3 of them now, just constantly fucking running rampant around my house, mate. I feel like moving out myself, man.
I bet Danny's teabagged by a dog.
I've never cleaned up so much shit in my life. You know what? When people, I could go right on my job description. What are you? Shit shoveler, mate. Right now, that is my job description. Shit shoveler, mate. That's what I do every bastard day. Shovel shit. Nah, no joking, that's my job description. Every morning I wake up, I clean shit. In the afternoon, I clean shit. I go to bed before I go to bed, I clean shit. You know what I mean?
What about Dave Smithers tonight? What about Dave Smithers? Went out and got shit on his finger and went to scroll up his phone and wiped it all up his phone.
Oh, yeah.
You're joking.
Even when you're picking dog shit and it's moist and you strip through the tissue, mate, it's fucking hanging.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible.
Then he tried, then he admitted that he tried to wipe it off his screen with some leaves.
Yeah.
I would have been barfing me.
You got shit on your finger, What can you do? You got to get it off some fucking. You're not going to stick it in your mouth, are you?
Do you that, Louise?
Yeah.
That's not good, is it? I picked my first dog shit up the other day, I'll be honest, in a bag, and it wasn't nice. It's the first time I've ever done it.
I have to take dog bag. Listen, how do you think I feel? Listen, I've got a puppy down here. She shits like fucking. Listen, my dog started grassing her up when she shits now. That's how big she shits, because I'm not bullshitting, no. I was laying in bed the other day, and he was barking like mad bronx. I thought, what the fuck's he barking at? And my puppy had gone and shit in the lad's bedroom, and he was like, fuck this, I'm not getting in trouble. And he was going mad. I thought, what the fuck's he barking at? And she went, she shit in the bedroom, he's just grassed her up, mate, because you're not getting in trouble for it. Because I was going mad, because obviously her shits were that big, I was thinking it was him. Because I was thinking, she's a puppy, she can't shit that big. There's no way, mate.
Someone put 50 pence in you tonight, Dan.
What?
Someone's put 50 pence in you tonight, lad. You're on fire.
I fucking had these dogs, mate. You don't understand. They're fucking been shoveling shit, like I just said. Honestly,
Can anyone explain quickly, like why one dog from one litter will bark and the other, and then one from another litter won't bark as much? Because how many times does a spider bark, Louise?
Not many, about 20 times in life.
Yeah, but have you only got one dog on its own?
Yeah.
Get the one dogs and you'll have a fucking chorus, mate. Trust me. And you all fucking start. Believe me, I've got 3 of them.
But you know, like when a dog is a dog, it's natural, isn't it, that a dog barks? But
no. My bronx will only bark when he. Listen, I told you, he's that daft. My other one, the musty one. If you burgled me house, they couldn't help you carry the teller. He's thick as fuck, mate. Honestly, God, he would. He's thick as fuck. He only barks when the others bark. He's a monk.
It looks like it's carrying the telly as well, your dog. It looks like it could carry a few tellies.
That's what I'm saying. He'd help you. He'd say, he'd show you everything in my house. His money's in here. Well, you tell me what you want, I'll fucking show you. That's what he's like. He's thick as fuck, mate. But if you have one bark, he'll bark with it. But other than that, mate, you could walk in your house, stroke him, fucking walk back out. He wouldn't tell you even anyone's been in.
I'll say him like she's a bit of a mong, like.
Yeah, mine's special.
The thing is, though, Dan, right?
Louise
has got a special relationship with our dog, right? She's got it knows that Louise is like the boss. You know what I mean? And now when does she wind you up all day though? Does she?
No, she tries.
Right, what type
with your help.
What type of dog is it?
When we got her, she's meant to be a extra large bully, but a dad's an XL, and a mum was like a bit smaller, like she was more like a stuffy size. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it depends. How they listen, because half the dogs now, they're not being horrible. They're not even letting them the turkey base them, aren't they?
Yeah.
Loads of pictures on now. Have a look on the channel, Dad. There's loads of pictures of our dog.
What?
Loads of pictures of our dog on our channels.
I've seen it. I just didn't know what she was. I've seen her.
There's about 5,000 shorts. I know that much.
Made out of one.
Yeah, made out of one. Yeah.
I'm struggling, Big G. I'm struggling, mate. You know what I mean? I need to get back out of the farm. But I did say earlier on, right? Respect to Waldy who put the best shot I've seen for ages. Like, have you seen this lion shot? Did you?
I saw a tiger one. I didn't see a lion one.
That's it, the tiger. How good was that? How close was that?
Yeah, it was freaking literally on its nose end, wasn't it?
Mate, you couldn't even tell there was like a window there.
Get rid of your iPad to get a new one. He just said to me there, you done, mate. You want to get rid of your iPad to get a new one?
Like, that deserves like a couple of thousand views. Like, it's over how many stop up.
I deleted it.
Did she come from a big litter, your dog, then?
There was was it? I think there was 11 in there.
Yeah, them XLs normally have big litters. They normally have big litters. Like my American Bulldog, they have like 12 to 13 pups.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's mad that.
They have big litters, them.
That's mad.
I tried bringing her in the other day, my little stocky one, tried humping him, mate. She just threw him off, like, get off me, you clown. He can't even reach your back end of the idiot. I don't know what the fuck he was trying.
It's like,
honest to God,
it's like
he's massive. He walked in, he must have thought, look at that, mate. New fucking totty in the gaff, mate. And no. That's not how it works, mate. She tried to jump on it, she just went, move. And he fell over on his back like that. Thought, you fucking idiot, mate. That's what I mean. He's about 2 foot tall. He's about 4 foot high. He's an idiot.
Who decided the prices of dogs, though? Who decided that suddenly a dog's worth $5 grand?
Do you know what it is, though, Fly? It's not about the breed, you know. It's about the bloodline.
Yeah.
Bloodline, yeah. My dog's uncle or great uncle is worth £1 million.
Yeah.
If you go on YouTube and type him in, Nemesis Pocket Bull, he's worth £1 million, mate. Honestly, God, type it in. When you finish this live, type in Nemesis Pocket Bull, and that's his great uncle or some bullshit. And then my dog's dad is called Bobby Schmurdoff. That's what it's called.
It's a profitable game, isn't it, now, breeding, you know.
It's all mad names, but you got obviously the certificates that you come with. Like, obviously, when I get
all the names on here, innit? All the mad names on here. Like Betty Swallow.
Yeah, well, obviously, his bloodline is like Magoo. It comes from Magoo and Nemesis, like their top bloodlines. Them.
The thing is, if you got like a male, let's say you got a male pocket bully, you know, you could probably
pocket bully. Well, yeah, I'd show you.
It'll be like what £1,000 a chuck. Probably you can probably do that 10 times, 15 times in a day.
He's only a 4.
You know, that's like 15 fucking grand a day.
Listen, hey Jay, you pay more than that, mate. I paid $3.5 grand for mine, and mine's only fawn coloured. A Merle pub one of mine, you're looking at about 10 quid, mate, 10-15 grand.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Listen, my mate's got a tri-Merle exotic pocket who I got my female from. Yeah, I've got a blue lilac pocket downstairs, an exotic female. It's got a cleft lip, yeah, that's why I got her. She cost me £1 grand. Her dad's worth £7,000, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honest to
when
God.
when our dog,
I'm going to a show in April, like a pocket bully show in April at Bowlers, and you're going to see some of the dogs there. I'm going to try and send some. Obviously, I ain't got a YouTube channel, but I'm going to send some pictures to Daryl on that when I go.
When we bred our dog, it was like obviously we had the bitch, so we were lucky we paid only $750 for the male. But really, it should have been like $750 for the male. And I was adding it up in my head. I was like, they can do that like 10, 15 times a day, and if they're getting freaking £750 each time, it's a profitable game.
Yeah.
You know what it is as well? They're not even pregnant for that long. Out the dogs, I couldn't believe it. Is it damn like?
I want to try and get TRDs over, from Thailand. A male and a bitch. I had one when I was over there at TRD. Have you ever seen one?
Yeah. They're like, Egyptian, like statue-looking dogs.
How the Egyptian with the Thai, Thailand?
Yeah, I know it's Thailand, but they look like the fucking, the statues.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
He means they look like Anubis, the Anubis-looking dogs.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
You know what I seen today? Today, Scouse. I swear to God, it was dead nice. A Thai Ridgeback.
That's what I'm on about. A TRD.
Thai Ridgeback.
Oh yeah, they're nice. Seen one today, mate. I've never seen one before.
I had one. I've
never seen one. I know what's mad how you said that today. I literally went to where I live.
It was
Eaton Park at a fair, and the guy had one and I looked at it and went, "What's that?" And it does look like Anubis. I know what he means.
Yeah, dead muscly.
Yeah.
Like a big, thick black. The ridge on its back. Had the ridge on its back.
Yeah, man. Today, I thought,
it's like a bigger Malinois, isn't it?
Yeah,
tell you what, mate, the dead agile. Get up a 6 foot wall, and dead agile. It used to patrol the wall around the villas.
That's like it was running like.
Listen, do you want to know the bite pressure on it, mate? It just went through like a bone, like a shin bone.
Yeah,
it just went right through it, mate. Right the way through it. You know what I mean? But they're not like they're only like loyal. They're only loyal to like either one family, I think, or one person. Something mad like that. I've got videos of mine, you know what I mean? And all sorts of videos of snakes coming on the back wall and all that. But I've got videos of the dog and that, and it was like a bluey grey and it had blue eyes up until it was the age of like 18 months, and then it lost its blue eyes for some reason. I don't know why that is. Do you know what I mean?
I wondered where you were going with that then, Scouse. Videos and snakes, mate. I was just fucking, where's this going?
Oh no, they were just like
sorry, I'm winding you up, mate.
No, we used to have, that's where I lived. I used to have snakes coming over the wall, and like green snakes, and then what else was there out there? The black diamond cobras, mate, that used to come into the compound. Loads of times they'd come in, but the dogs would go for them, and it used to be an insect called a tar cab. Dead long centipede, right? Horrible thing, about foot long.
Oh, they're horrible.
Right, and
a foot.
Yeah, it's about a foot long, and if they bite you, they put like this neurotoxin in you. Do you know what I mean? It don't kill you, like, but the pain of it is supposed to be intense. Do you know what I mean? Or if it bites you and that. But if you get bit by one of them black diamondback cobras, the black diamondback cobra are out there, you can get the antidote. But what happens, where our villa was, and the wall was rounded, outside the wall where I used to park the Jeep, it was like wasteland, and all the grass would grow there. So in the rainy season, the grass would go even bigger. Do you know what I mean? So snakes would lay their eggs there, and when snakes lay their eggs and the babies come out, if they bite you, what happens with the babies? This is what we learn from Thais and that. The babies bite you, they don't stop biting you because they don't know any difference. Whereas the mother, like the adult diamondback cobra, that only bites you once because it knows it'll finish you. You with me?
Yeah, so the babies are more fucking dangerous than the adults.
Yeah, the babies are the worst. You know what I mean? Because like they end up finishing you, the babies, because they end up they just bite because they don't know any different. You know what I mean?
Mate, there's a bloke on the internet, Scouser, right? Who his channel is he gets stung by all the biggest, the worst stingers in the world. Like that. Have you seen
it? He's crazy, isn't he?
He's fucking mad, him.
Yeah, but he must have a team of medics there with the antidotes he's got to have.
Oh, mate, anyone who has, I don't know what he's called, right? He's absolute lunatic. But he does, like, he makes a big production of it, though, doesn't he? Like,
yeah. He gets stuck right in. He's not, you know, he has a go, doesn't he, overall? I think that's nuts. But what is happening if it just like kills him instantly as the reaction to it?
Yeah.
On his arch.
Well, the thing is pain, man. You see somebody in absolute agony, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, but oh man, you see it, don't you? You see him actually getting it. Actually, you know what I mean?
If it's like what if it's like antibiotics, antidote, and you know your body gets used to it and it don't fucking work one time, you're fucked.
How many's in the chat, like?
There's only 9 of us.
Is there?
I mean, what more can you do, right? What more can you do, right, than have a panel like that, where you're not going to get a panel like what we've just had there, and you've got like 10 people watching. You know what I mean?
Do you know what, though, Moon? I only had
like 10
a lot more.
It deserves at least 40, 50 people. That.
Yeah, but
what's that? I prefer it with smaller channels, mate.
Yeah.
You know, I can't.
But being honest, though, G, right? Being honest, like as an honest mate on here, right? And I value your opinion. Like, why aren't the numbers coming here? Why aren't we getting in like 50s all the time? Like,
there was someone else live. That'll be literally
drama.
That's time. Expo will be on. Probably.
Expo will be on. Big channel will be on. Weirdly enough, you know that Matty's like packed it in on Cesspit. I was expecting other channels to, you know, be flooded with that community, really. But we haven't really seen that, like, you know, community go elsewhere.
Well,
I've just had a notification there, something to do with the Cesspit. I've just had loads of notifications pop up there.
Well, yeah.
Oh, has he done it for a bit of drama? It's in training.
It's going to be no surprise.
Tell you what,
no surprise when he comes back.
He's always saying it, isn't he?
Yeah.
He'll always come back. It's just a matter of how quick.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just a video or what, like, but I've just had a notification for something.
Oh, he's live now.
We've only got 10 in the chat. We've only got 10. Here's a boss tip for you here. Make a few quiz. You know the next fight that Masvidal has? I think it's on the 9th of April, right? Alex Pereira is fighting and Israel Adesanya. But the Gilbert Burns and George Masvidal, right? If you bet on Masvidal to win, put a $1 on him, you'll get $4.50 back.
Yeah.
Or if you put 50 quid on him, if you put 50 quid on him, you get $2.25 back, mate.
When's this?
On the 9th of April. But they're the odds now, Moon.
Remind me of that. You need the odds now, right?
Yeah, but obviously, right. the nearer it gets, the odds go down, don't they, as you know?
Yeah, so what about Nigel Benn got cleared today, didn't he? Nigel Benn got cleared.
Conor Benn, you mean?
Conor Benn.
He got cleared, didn't he? So what's all that about?
It was the egg thing, wasn't it? Whatever.
What? So he's got. So there was nothing wrong with him. He could have fought. He could have fought in the end.
No, because he had to be passed by Wilder, didn't he? I'm echoing there again.
So is it going to happen though, that fight now, or is he still a drug cheat or what? He's just got away with it.
Well, no, because I don't know. Who was it that said, Jake, in the chat, in my chat?
And Matty put it out today.
So you don't know whether it's, you know what I mean? You've got to take him with a pinch of salt. So you look at the kid for him.
It's still the BOC has still got to. They're doing their own investigation out there. They are just taking.
Who, the British?
Yeah, the British ones. The basically said
Well, the wild ones, the one in it, the Wales Anti-Doping Agency, they're the big guns, mate. That have the final, don't they?
But he's licensed by the British, isn't he? So,
yeah, but if he's fighting in America, that place, it's called Quest Diagnostics, right? It's the best testing place in the world. So all his stuffs, his urines, his bloods have gone over to Quest Diagnostics.
Yeah, I think the British have got something out for him, to be honest. You know, he could get a license elsewhere, don't get me wrong, but he always wants
because he's made a cunt of the fucking the boxing scene, innit?
Yeah. It's all to do with money, innit? Politics now with boxing.
Yeah.
Money and politics.
Banter, isn't it? I mean, like, Saddle knows all that about all the boxing, doesn't he? I mean, he knows the ins and outs of it all. He beat the man to last type of thing. Not up too much on the boxing, but keep your eye on that bet, you know, people, because it'll make you a few quid. So just throw 50 quid.
What are you basing that on, those scouts?
What?
What are you basing that on? Just your knowledge?
On the win, just on the win.
What makes you think he's going to win, like?
Got to mate, because oh come on, you all know what Masvidal's like.
No, I don't, mate. Like, I don't follow UFC. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I've heard of him, but I couldn't pick him out. Like,
I mean, I'm not telling you to put it on. I'm just giving you the tip. That's all.
Is he the biggest name, though? Is he the biggest name?
Masvidal, yeah, big name, isn't he, Jake?
Yeah, he is. He is a unit, like, and I'm very surprised at those odds. But I suppose it's like Gareth already said, further away from the fight you actually do it. You've got then all the training camps, and if you do well in the training camps
and then
in the build up, then the odds will just absolutely drop.
The odds change on fight week. The odds change on the day, even. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could just go down to 2-1. You know what I mean? As an underdog, he's obviously the underdog because I'll tell you why he's the underdog, because Gilbert Burns has been more active. I'm sure he's fought Gilbert Burns before, though. You know, I'd have to have a look, but I mean, them odds. I mean, I'd definitely be putting 100 quid on to win 450 back, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's worth a shout at them odds, yeah, definitely, because usually two-man bloody sport.
Listen, you know that Bo Nickel? You can't get the odds on him, mate. You've got to put 100 nickel on him to win £7. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it, is it? But Cyril Gann's an underdog, you know.
British, we love an underdog.
Definitely is. What about you reckon on a Pereira fight and the Adesanya fight number 2? What do you think on that? Lasagna, yeah.
Are you into it as well, like, G?
Not as much now. I used to be when Conor McGregor was fighting. I used to be right into it.
He's coming back, G. He's coming back as a welterweight.
Yeah, I know. It's again with the Conor McGregor thing. His comeback's been put back because he's filled himself with that many fucking steroids.
It's not the ultimate fighter, isn't he?
You know, he was meant to be coming back in March, I believe, and then they said, "Oh no, we'll give it another 6 months," and it's all to get the steroids out of his system.
No,
he's doing
the ultimate fighter.
Yeah,
all the gangster girls. Just remember.
Sorry guys, I was messing about there.
Yeah, same. Better smash your pasty.
Have you seen the words? I've got the words down, G. I was saying before, right, G, I know you're a big fan of Buzzcocks, yeah, smash the pasty, so I was saying to the chat, I bet you, at some point through the day, you hum or sing one of the lines out of this song.
It's the mental
Was I muted there?
What?
Was I muted there? Could you hear me talking?
Yeah.
Oh, could you? Dead clear as well.
I could hear you, but that was too loud.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that. That's why I stopped it there.
I heard you say that Big G likes sausage rolls.
Fuck off.
Have you heard the words to it, though? Have you heard the words, man? It's fucking brilliant.
You're never going to let this go, are you, Lou, this sausage roll thing?
Nah.
What's the sausage roll thing like?
Don't tell him.
Big up with Tony Barton, by the way. Scouts, have you met Tony Barton?
Tony, yeah, he's a good
He jumps on your panel, doesn't he, Scouts, eh?
Always on my channel, yeah. He's the one of the first that come on my panels actually with G. Remember G?
Yeah.
Sounds
yeah, I've seen his name like floating about, and I've seen him on Pal Scouser, isn't he?
Boss mate, says it how it is. Bring
He's
him on if he wants to come on, Moon.
He's just straightforward, honest lad, isn't he? You know, he ain't afraid of speaking his mind.
Yeah, always speaks his mind, mate, and like says it how it is, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. What the fuck loves to smash the pasty like he's. I see him bigging the song up in other chats, doing his bit there or her bit.
That's 365. But bounce on so.
What the fuck? It's Dodger Banter, isn't it?
Don't mind, mate.
Yeah, it was what the
what's
fuck.
That, Lou?
Saying that, Lou, last time we did that, we scared someone off, didn't we?
Bitch.
You're not allowed to guess who they are, man.
Who did you scare off?
Who was it, Lou?
No, you're on about a different thing, Moon.
Yeah, I'm on about Iced Coffee Man though. Like we mentioned in a chat that who we thought they were, or I don't even think we mentioned the name. We just said we thought we knew who they were, and started getting paranoid and didn't come back. Remember?
So I made them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that was the word they used, G.
Yeah, Tony, I think Slim Deep has put the link out just above you, mate, and just above your
the
comment.
Oh shit, Dan, are you there, Dan? Shit. Or is it Dan just muting himself?
Joris Dan's coming back.
Yeah. Well, he is, yeah, shit.
I've been charging my phone. My phone's fucked, and it was not fucked, but it's on charge.
So and then you've gone dead quiet now.
Your mic's always really low, Dan.
I'm going to turn it up now. What do you do? He's 6 miles away from the mic.
It sounds like you're down the well.
I was going to say that before, Dan. You know, he's
at full volume there. Full volume.
I dropped my phone in the gym the other day.
That's better. Like.
Yeah, that's better.
Another. Who else thinks Jay-Z's always quiet?
Yeah.
Jay-Z's mic.
Now you've mentioned it, yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll bring you on, mate. You leave the camera on, like so, yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm going to bring you on now, then, brother. I'm not sure if he has his camera on. I think he does.
How
you doing, mate?
He does.
Hey up, Tom.
Hi, Tony.
Hello, everyone.
All right, all right, Tony, lads, you okay?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourselves?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Do you want to know that? That's Bet365, mate.
Yeah. What's his name?
Right, his name's
Masvidal.
Oh, hey, Masvidal.
Why do you think Masvidal's going to beat Burns?
No, write this down now.
Listen,
I'll get it. Don't worry.
I watch UFC regularly, mate. I don't.
Yeah, so do I.
I don't think Masvidal beating Burns.
Yeah, but there's always that chance.
Nah, there's always a chance, but I'm backing it's not happening though.
Well, I'm just
every fighter has a kryptonite in it, and I think Pereira's had a Sanyas, mate. He's
Tony, are you
3 times out
of 4. Are you banging UFC or
yeah?
No, not really, but if there's something going about, like a little tip like that, I'll have a little tip along. I'll have a one on it.
Listen, any
fighter.
Boxing,
I've noticed that.
Is one fucking punch, you know what I mean? Any fighter's in with a shot.
Oh yeah.
Look what he's done. Look what he's done to Till.
But
right, he's got proper knockout power.
Oh, I swear to God, I've never been a fan of Darren Till. I don't really think he's the only good fight he's really had. Yeah, I swear that was with Whittaker, mate. Other than that, he's not really had many good fights.
Nah,
and then I'm not terrible. Look at the fucking. He got beat by that fucking Australian kid the other day. Like mullered him, mate.
The South African.
Yeah, the South African kid mullered him, mate. Do you know what I mean?
It was Dricus Duplessis.
Yeah, Duplessis. Yeah. But obviously, because see, obviously, some kid who I know, trains with Darren still. You know, Kane Musa.
Who?
No, not me. I don't train with him. Fuck God. You know, Kane Musa.
Did you say Zane Musa?
Tony, my number one mate,
Musa.
thinks you look like are you my younger brother, mate?
Hang on, Zane Musa.
Kane Musa.
How old is he?
From Bellator.
Oh, there's another Zane Musa from Liverpool. And
if I could, I'd put a picture up next to you, mate.
Kane Musa.
Oh, sorry.
He's training now in Thailand with fucking Darren Till and Hamza.
Yeah, they all go there. They all go to Tiger.
Listen, he's going to be a champion.
Your man needs to they're like triple brothers of UFC.
He's got a tan. Tony's got a tan in our wife.
Chimaev will be a champion soon.
Oh yeah, Chimaev. You can't get the odds on them now, Dan, can you? I mean,
nah, because he's most fights, he's fucking favourite, isn't
he? Yeah, but listen, I think don't forget, Masvidal now's been saying a long time with Bo Nickel.
I just wanted to fight Colvert and me. That's the fight I want to see.
He's too bang on like
that. What the odds are on Bo Nickel, Dan? Hey,
what?
You got to put 100 quid on him, right? To win 7 quid.
Are you on that Bo Nickel?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because he's just a fucking favourite, and that's now.
Fucking hell.
I just want to say that Tony Barton is the quietest scouser I've ever met. He's the most courteous scouser I've ever met.
I'm quiet until I start.
Tony is far too polite there. That won't get you anywhere around there.
Listen, so just throw a little nifty on that. Don't throw a runner on it because you still get 225 back if it comes through. Just on a win.
Yeah. I'd say anything can happen in the fight, isn't it?
Of course it can, but obviously from style-wise and all that, I think Gilbert's too strong for that. Personally.
I'd say it's worth to go in it. You know, I've done
listen, I put a long shot on them fucking red swats tonight. United, I can't stand them, but...
Well, Danny, look, I put so on Gilbert to beat Usman, right? And then that first round...
but he dropped him, didn't he?
He rocked him, he hasn't been some lads like, go on, lads, go on.
Where do we do Geordie's Inc. Cup?
You fuck, listen, Jake, bar him off your channel, fly.
I'm being serious. I do want Man United to win, I'll be honest.
Yeah, fucking big up the fly. Come on, Mr.
I'm not going to lie, Jan. I'm not going to lie.
I'll sort that with you when you're on my channel because there's a few on
Tony,
the channel.
are you a blue or a red fella?
Yeah, it's all right.
Are you a blue nose or a red?
Do you know what? Long as one of them brings something back to the city, it doesn't bother me.
There you go.
It's fucking nice how Tony and he's
I'm waiting to fucking see Daryl yet to get my ribbon over them bastards beating us 2-0 the other day, yeah.
Wonder he's not in, innit?
Fucking turn yet over him.
Wonder he's not in.
I know.
Yeah, he hasn't been on. I was just looking before.
He was on mine last night. He was on Moons last night.
I think it's because he didn't do very well in the quiz last night, you know.
He's fucking funny, Daryl. He goes mad, doesn't he, when he don't get enough points?
I know.
In the evening, Annie. He said,
what did you tell him the other day? He had 6.
Like we beat him, didn't we, Scout?
What about Jeff jumping on the paddle before having to check on the rules and that?
Jeff, he makes me laugh, does Jeff?
I'm going to mute this chat while I put it on charge for a minute.
Jake, go on.
Man.
I was just going to say, we even beat Darryl on quiz, that small mouse quiz, didn't we?
Yeah, Tony, while Dan's muted, we'll get a bit of crack out of Tony, because he's been sat in the corner there, very quiet. So, Scout, said you know Tony? Have you known him for a while, have you?
You know, he's one of the first on my channel when I started my channel, so...
Yeah. Scout knows someone I know, so, you know.
Yeah.
He's
so, who else do you watch, like, Tony? I think I've seen you next, but...
Oh, it was the collegiate, so...
Yeah,
so because I never got to finish, did I? I went from that school, got suspended, got expelled, and then ended up in the collegiate, and that's where Wally was, but he was in like 6th form or something like that, and I was in the 1st. But as I say, he was the cock of the school. Do you know what I mean? That's stubble and everything, mate.
Yeah, I went to
honest, mate. It was like a grown man, mate. He was like, you know what he was like, Tony.
Yeah.
Wally.
Yeah. All right, that family. I went to his mum's today to get 2 tickets now for the boxing on the 4th of March.
Oh, tell all these, Tony. You'll all know him, Noel Corliss.
Well, it's Nathan Corliss, which is Wally's son. He was on the ranks. He was going to have like I think so many fight on the card with Sky, and he was on the Liam Smith fight in the Echo Arena.
Wow, yeah.
And the lad he fought, Nathan snapped his bicep. So
in the
fight, yeah. So that was early on in the round, so he had to just use one arm. Fighting. So that was last year. So he's had the operation and that, and he's boxing in the Olympia. But I'm only over the road from it. 2 minutes walk. So
is this his first fight back, like Tony?
It's just like it's like a warm up. He's fighting at heavyweight.
Right.
It's just I think it's to test the hand.
Yeah. Test the wall. Yeah.
So hopefully, they've got. But once she comes through this, they're looking to give him better fights and more. I think obviously more money. And I hope he does it because they're a good family, and Nathan's a good lad. When he was a kid, going to school with Ali, he was very, very quiet. But sad for him now, wouldn't like a belt off him.
Well, Wally was very quiet, mate. And you know what? He never even had a fight in the school. You know why? No one would just go near him, mate.
Yeah.
It's a quiet one you got to watch out for.
6 foot
but
2
he was
or
all
6
right.
foot 2, 6 foot 3 or something. I think he was in school, right? He was just had stubble, like beard growing and all that. He was like a proper fucking man. I was telling you one night last night. So it's like a proper man. And when you're in first year, seniors, you're looking at them and you're going, "Wow, I wish I could be like him, like." You know what I mean? But he never had a fight
when you say first year senior.
No one would go near him.
People out there say that.
Yeah, and his brother there, Noel, he was the seniors I was in. He was cock at our school.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Do you think he'll do it with after bicep? It's a pretty big deal. Who was on about it other week? Buggies. He had an operation done on his.
No. That's how you got 2. Jack Eggy. But he hasn't had. He didn't get them done. So if you look at his arms, right, look at his biceps, right, and there's a big, massive gap. Don't know whether you've noticed on the 2 of them.
Yeah, he's the oddest shape I've ever seen.
That's because he never got the biceps sorted, you see, when he got torn. So torn off the ligaments, but they've actually grew further down now. So there's a big gap there, and it looks odd.
I think that's the least of his worries,
I'd definitely say so, mate.
Do you reckon?
I'd put money on that, yeah. Any odds
on that? So it's not just your arm, is it? It affects all your fucking shoulders and everything.
You all right there, Lou?
Well, what do you think about...
Listening?
You listening, yeah. What about the fight with Dean Lynch Ward, the number 2? You think that's going to happen?
It was supposed to happen last week.
What's going to happen off YouTube, mate? I'll just take it with a pinch of salt these days. People offer...
The finish wanted to happen, to be fair, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's going on with Jack Draper? Who's he fighting? Isn't he fighting Bennett?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't fought for a while because he was supposed to be fighting him, and that fell through. And he was fighting someone else. I think that fell through.
Bennett is going to have a fight soon. I can feel it. I've been watching him he's.
I've seen him move for the heavyweight moon. Aye.
I don't know who it's going to be, but he's massive now. He's absolutely he's 18 stone, I think he said.
Who's that?
Paul Bennett.
Jack
Draper. Yeah.
Oh, you're on about Jack Draper, are you? I'm on about Bennett.
Bennett is a unit. Fucking hell. You won't mess with him.
Paul Bennett's fights. He's a tough lad, isn't he?
Mate, I don't think he's unbeatable.
Yeah.
He's unbeaten in that game. What was it, K1?
Yeah. K1. His highlight Leo's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how you can get kicked in the shins that hard.
Oh.
And like, Big G, you know what it's like when you walk into the door and you shin, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Imagine getting kicked as hard as you can on the shin.
Staying the knees, right? Look, I seen it over there in Thailand. I tried a bit of Muay Thai. It weren't for me because it was too brutal, right? I just done it to lose weight, me, basically. And did I ever remember watching Bloodsport where, like, the kick in the palm, he was kicking the palm straight?
Yeah, you get building
I always thought that was loads of shit for the movie, right? It's not. That's what the Thais do.
Yeah, it's to build callus on the bone.
It deadens the nerves in the shin and it thingies the bone up. Do you know what I mean? The calcium in the bone strengthens up. Do you know what I mean? So when you're getting kicks off the likes of Paul Venice, don't forget he's fighting another fighter who's trained to have his legs kicked and to kick. So you defend him with this side here, your calf. Do you know what I mean? Or the shin. But it can also hurt you worse. It can also hurt you worse than the fella who's kicked you, and vice versa. It depends on where you kick. You should be aiming for the perennial nerve, just above the knee and the inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where the nerve is, and that's what deadens it, and that's when they start limping. But they can't feel it.
Yeah. I watched a little clip before, and
I still wouldn't like that. Like, I still wouldn't. That's got off for me. That.
And as you just said,
I'll have a game of golf any day.
By the nerve, he given two kicks, and the third kick, he was teaching him, and he done the third kick, and in the sense of flying. Didn't that you could see really caught him.
Yeah, but Paul Venice, that's what his game was. Oh mate, the power he put into them kicks. Listen, they break your legs. That's if you're not into that sport. Don't forget, you're into that sport. Your body toughens up for that sport because you've done it for years. So the likes of us, you break our legs, but another fighter is used to them to a certain point. Do you know what I mean? But that's what Paul's game was, man. He was just like stand up fighter, knock out persons.
When you're at that level, it's not so much the bone, is it? It's end of the day. What usually they do that many of them, and it's usually the hematoma of the fucking legs and the muscle. That's what it ends up fucking you.
Calves, isn't it? They've only just got onto it in the last few years. The kicking the low kicks. And Thingy's got that, and then what's his name? Only fought for the title. He's boss at the kicks, lightweight. It's in the top 5. Justin Gaethje.
But yeah, it's how the blood spreads across the fucking muscle that causes you problems in end.
Yeah, it's the nerve, innit, Big G? It's that perennial nerve. That's what they aim for, the perennial nerve.
Yeah.
Because once that goes, the leg deadens and they start like wobbling, like the foot goes like all gangly and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Remember McGregor when he snapped?
Yeah. Wow. Same thing. His foot went under him, didn't it? Because the leg went, the nerve went. So he's gone on it. But do you reckon he already had an airline fracture and that, don't he?
Yeah, from the fight before.
From the fight before, but you can't. No, that's not an excuse. At the end of the day, Justin Poirier done the damage, didn't he?
I remember I used to know a K1 fighter like years ago, like over 10 years ago, and saw this fucking fight, and it was brutal. And like next day, you should have seen his leg. It was like black and blue. It honestly, it was literally black, and it was. I was just like, isn't that fucking painful? And it was just.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, yeah, if you touch it, it is. But actually, just walking about, he's fine. But he said when you touch it,
yeah.
Big G, like looking at lads' legs, don't you?
Fuck off! You be quiet for half an hour.
I know. Moon's not used to me being this quiet.
I know. It depends on you, like.
There's one
Let's get this right. Let's get this right now. G. Is Louise the grey squirrel shooter?
Yes.
The who?
Are you willing to? Is that big on? Is that 100%?
How's that done here?
I know it was I checked it straight away. As soon as I checked it, I got fucking blocked.
Oh, so you checked the account.
I'm sorry, Lou. Now Lou's sitting there, mate, talking about MMA fights. Sorry.
Big G
Where
was
did
trouble.
the grey squirrel come from, though? Where's that? That's just random. That's like Tourette's or something. That isn't it?
He's saying she's special, there. He's saying she's a bit special.
I've been with her for like years and years, right? A long time. I've never heard of one say grey squirrel.
She's not going to.
Especially not grey squirrel shooter.
First time I've heard, Lou.
Oh, yeah, I know she's been putting it about a bit this week. She's saying all right flavours.
Yeah, it is right.
I remember when you said you were going to start doing live. When are you going to start doing live?
I can't get a slot in, can I?
Just Nick Moons.
I will do one at some point. I've just been so busy. It's hard enough going in chats.
You
like
just said there I can't get a slot in, right? And I was just going to say something. I was just going to say, and I was, I'm not even.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like,
you know what I mean? Fucking hell, I nearly said it, mate. Yeah, I nearly said it, for fuck's sake.
You can have Scouser's slot.
Putting the penny in the slot and all that.
Yeah, don't start.
This is what they like, Tony. Tony, are you aware of Big G?
Never, mate. I will never ever do that. I'll never do it today. I'd never do it today.
Have you seen him around?
I won't
have
have
you
that
seen
on
Big
my
G
channel.
around on your travels in the chats or whatever?
Who?
Big G in the corner.
No. In the top right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he's everywhere, mate. He's everywhere. He flip flops everywhere. He's everyone's mate.
Yeah.
The causing trouble. Sounds like a girl.
Yeah.
YouTube black, mate.
And a fucking bow and arrow, mate.
But now and again, he decides to spend an hour of his precious time, like on here on this panel.
Now, Tony, wait, you see the leotard he's going to be rocking soon, mate. It's a Superman one.
That's how he goes to the gym like that. So he goes to his local gym dressed like that in his avatar.
2-pack on the front, right, saying, "I'm the OG YouTube." Nice. But we're going to upgrade into a crossbow instead of the longbow. You know what I mean?
Let's get it right. Big G is like big business on YouTube now. You know what I mean? He's well known everywhere. He pops up in chats like the superstar he is. You know what I mean? And he always
fucking not at all.
We're going to get him a
Big G. If I had to compare you, Big G, if I had to compare you with someone, would it be on YouTube with the same humour and at the same level? You know what I mean? Like well, he's understudy to Phil Graham, put it that way.
Yeah.
We all know Phil Graham.
Who's
like,
that?
Big G is like
studies of Phil
Graham. Friend,
oh, me and Phil Graham, when we get together, we're Rip Mill. Basically.
Fucking know what? I haven't seen Phil Graham.
Yeah, he's had a week off. Like he had a week off.
Even before that,
I haven't seen him for ages.
No, yeah, he
doesn't like all the hassle. He doesn't like all that crap. I know. He does go into channels.
Like a lot of people.
You've
been on Buggy's Fly lately. You've been on Buggy's new channel.
Well, I had to look tonight. I'll be honest. I've seen you on it, and I turned it over.
I went on later on. Yeah, I must have missed you. So I know you go on Buggy's a lot.
Yeah, jumped on for a bit.
Is this just weird? Is this just weird, right? But today, when I was setting my live up, right, I put in Google pictures of people smoking weed, right?
Yeah.
This is no word of a lie, right? I'm not kidding you. That was the first picture that come up on Google when I put it in.
What?
Your avatar.
Was it?
I swear down, I don't know whether it's because, we were on about the devices listen to you and Alexa and stuff on your Fire Stick.
Yeah.
Can you remember, Louise? We've had a few things like that, haven't we? Where things have turned up on your Fire Stick.
Yeah. Well, that we've spoke about, yeah.
Yeah, that we've spoke about, but they have nothing to do with her Fire Stick, right? And it just couldn't. It just doesn't explain itself, you know.
Well, what you?
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Your Alexas are always listening, Scouts. There's actually a tick.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, so to the point of those Scouts, to the point where you put your Fire Stick on, right?
Yeah.
And you know, on your recommended, whatever you've been talking about has popped up on people's recommended without even just through. They must have been listening to them. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. It's crazy. I've heard about an Alexa. Listen to this. There was a couple fighting, right? And apparently Alexa phoned the police.
Never.
You're having that?
Is that a joke?
No, it's not a joke. Alexa phoned the police, and the police come and arrested the fella. And the fella was beating the fuck out of his wife.
Just someone with authority behind these bleeding things.
Yeah, I don't know whether the girls are the shouted or what. I don't know whether the girls shouted or what, you know what I mean? But the police come. It was a newspaper article. Ages ago. So it'd be probably
Tony, I think Tony, I think you might be one of you might be in the higher bracket of that by like people who watch this channel, right? I only mentioned it last night that I have got, and I'm not saying that you're over 65, but I've got 10% of people that are over 65.
Not even 60. I don't think I at all.
So no, I don't think you're 65, mate. But what I was going to ask you was, are you quite handy around the computer and the tablet, or does it do your head in?
I'm happy with it.
No, yeah, go on, man.
Are you happy around it? Like, do you know how to work a tablet and stuff?
No.
You crap at technology. You crap at it.
I can't get my head around it. It's just I'm just learning bit by bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Scouts
you're doing well if you get on a panel, aren't you? Like,
yeah,
you're doing well.
Really, I love that. Says it all, doesn't it? Hey, Scouts has showed me.
Showed me a couple of things, suppressing whatever. But
you know what I'm like,
man. If you're having your eyes out or something, if you want paid for it or something.
I'm not sure with technology, like.
Well, we're both terrible. Like, we're both terrible.
See,
I don't do one like banking and out like that.
See, she's all right with technology, right? But she won't have nothing to do with YouTube after. You know that channel we were on about before, man?
Yeah.
And after that, wipe your hands off it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Funny you should say that, though. Exactly the same. Never did internet banking until fucking lockdown. That was the only time that I've done internet banking.
Really? What, you were like under the bed type of person, like the sock drawer, that, like, gee?
You were like a quality 10 person.
The other thing I used to, before the job that I'm in now, I used to work for a credit card fraud company. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, it is piece of piss on how to rob somebody of money from the credit card. Absolutely piece of piss.
Well, got two Scousers on the family, right? That's easy work for these two. Like, you all know someone, you know what I mean? Who will get you something.
Hey, no, listen, I said, didn't I? We got robbed. It was only 680 quid. They bought something, do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Did you hear about that, look?
Got the Zoe back, though. But listen.
Did you hear about that, Louise? They took 680 quid out of the bank.
So,
did you find out who it was?
We didn't find out who it was, but we found out what country it landed in. I think it was Albania. So it went through 4 countries. It was Belarus, Moldova, Estonia, and then landed in Albania.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Crazy, you know?
We were sitting in front of the assistant bank manager while this was going on. While it landed. You know what I mean? But
Let's get it right, though. Let's get it right. How much? There must be different amounts of money, right? That can go. Say you're quite well off. How much? How are you going to notice £500 getting took out of your account?
Yeah, because a notification comes up now on your phone, doesn't it? If what they basically do, the bank manager says, right, is what they do. They take little amounts because the big amounts, like after so much, the bank gets alerted anyway. Now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So say like in your business, you've got like a five grand overdraft on your business account, right? Someone goes to do that in on you, it's gonna flag up. Do you know what I mean? Because it's out of character. It's out of character for you to spend money like that amount. So you're alerted now, or you should
want to
be.
get you, they'll get you.
On your apps and that, right?
You
should have all your alerts switched on, everything, notifications switched on, everything on the lot. You know what I mean?
I think you're really lucky if you haven't had some type of fraud done against you. To this day, I think you're just lucky because it doesn't matter who you are, they'll still get it.
Moon.
I don't do online banking, so it doesn't really affect me.
So
4 years ago, I had.
You don't do it, G, yeah?
Yeah, well, I do now, but like the biggest one that I've had done against me 4 years ago, I had 12 grand's worth of phone contracts taken out in my name.
Well, yeah.
See what they do, G, right? They take small amounts, don't they? Now they don't take big amounts. They take it a bit at a time to see if you notice.
Yeah, well, it triggers, like you say, if it's over a certain value, it'll trigger something. But there's all different types of fraud that you can do. You know, if I like apply for instance, if I knew his real name, I can go apply for his birth certificate, no checks at all, and I can get his birth certificate, and then it should be quite easy to get his address then, and then I can go and apply for a mortgage in his name.
So you know when it goes to another
that's how simple it is to rob somebody with a lot of money.
Yeah. You know when it goes to another country, G, right? How did the bank then apprehend that money back?
All the money's insured anyway by the government. So
we got the money back. We got it back. There was no problem in getting it back.
Yeah, they've probably just done it from. To be honest, they've probably guessed a number or your details. It's like your telephone number, for example. You know when you get like these spam phone calls from abroad,
spam emails and that.
Yeah. Basically, your telephone number's on a massive list somewhere, and weirdly enough, the government actually sells these fucking lists to
loads of phone calls, make loads of emails.
Yeah, the best thing you can do. Best thing you can do is just don't answer them at all, because what it does, as soon as you pick up a phone to them, they know it's a real person and they know that number's active, so they'll just keep on peppering you with telephone calls. So if you ever get an international number that you don't know, just don't answer it whatsoever.
I'm getting numbers from Wales, London, Jersey, you name it, just all different places.
No.
Yeah, I was getting phone calls from Antwerp in Belgium, right? And I hadn't phoned them. So I'd phone, this is weird, I'd phone, say, like, my daughter, right? And then, you know, when I go back in the call list, so I'd say I'd made a phone call to my daughter 3 times. When I go back in my call list, say to phone her back, with these 3 numbers, and it'd say Antwerp, Belgium, with the code and all that with it. I was like, what the fucking hell's going on? This is when I first got my phone. Do you know what I mean? It's still not worth a carrot. I'm not getting another Apple phone, mate. I've had too many problems with it, do you know what I mean? And especially with that going on.
I tell you what, I've just changed the mood for 1 second, right? I've just been flicking over there because I won't be stopping on for much longer, right?
Yeah.
But I've just been flicking over there and Cesspit is live, right?
Yeah.
Julian's live.
Yeah.
That Society X is live, right? And Philboy's only got 140 people in, right? Society X has got over 100 in. Julian's got 100 in as well.
Is that not Expo not on?
Nah, not that though, don't you think?
Yes, they all go in Julian's anyway, don't they? Expos.
Yeah, most of Expos goes in Julian.
Yeah. I thought they did. Isn't Mark on? No, Mark Belfast.
No, Mark is done. Like,
what about Irish?
Mark's getting a decent crowd, isn't he? It's very similar. Him and Banter, they get the same crowd in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just muted my mic there. I was a bit busy.
Doing painting.
Yeah. So, you know because I think I'm just going to say briefly. I think, right. I don't know what you think, but I think that already without them even knowing it, they're like forming like a little gang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Jake?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you can see you can see clearly where the divides are.
Yeah.
Like I was on, whose was we on the other day? And it was right early in the morning. And it was actually quite a refreshing change because Genghis Khan Jr. and £1 Fish Guy came into chat, and we was having some fucking great banter. It was actually pretty good. It was fun. And then
Mr. Right? Proper sound.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the good lads, proper good lads. And then Mr. England fucking kicked off with Babs, saying you're a cunt, you're a turncoat, and all this lot. And I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go. Kicked off with Babs, like properly, because Babs was talking to Genghis and £1 Fish Guy.
Yeah.
He turned on what you call it, calling her a turncoat and everything, and you're a cunt.
All this, like, if you talk to someone, you're a cunt, and then I don't get that. You wouldn't carry on like that on the street, would you? I mean, if your mate doesn't like someone, you're not going to fall out with your mate because he doesn't like someone you don't like.
Big G, how did that go down, Big G?
Anyway, no matter who they speak now.
Louise, how did that go down? How would that go down? The fact that Genghis, right, and £1 Fish Guy went in that chat, in Banter's chat, having banter, right? And now they're back in Julian's. Did that go down all right, like?
Well, in our chat, it was. Well, sorry, I say ours. In Banter's chat, it was. Yeah, we were all having a good laugh. It was nothing for England that had beef. I don't know if all the other side of the community know about it. But you know, because it was really early in the morning. It was like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning.
They'll know about it, man.
People just go where they want, though, don't they? Go like I go in loads of different chats and that.
But as I said to Genghis, I don't give a shit.
Go where you want, aren't you?
Yeah. End of the day, I get on with Genghis. I find him a good lad. I don't give a shit. You know what?
Everyone gets on. Everyone that gets on. Excuse me. Everyone gets on with different people. Now, it doesn't mean because I get on with someone that they need to fall out with me because of that, because that's schoolyard stuff.
Yeah.
They're all fucking grown adults on here. I don't get it, and really, you know what? I don't want to get it. I don't want to know where it started. I couldn't tell you where it started, but it's getting a bit old now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting boring.
Yeah.
For example, I get on with Smithers, but you know, I don't hold it against him that his mates with Fly. You know?
Look.
Let's have a second. Do we know this guy? Remember this guy? Liam
Moon.
Hasn't been about for a long time, man. Big up Liam, lad. Do you know him, G?
No, I don't actually.
Oh, wow. Can't believe it. I knew what he is, wouldn't. Obviously, Louise, you remember him, don't you?
Yeah. Stuff all right.
He's actually sang. He's come on, right, and sang on one of our first ever lives. Come on and sang. He comes on and he does. He does karaoke. I think is the best way to describe it. His own version. Brilliant. Big up that. Big up that. I haven't seen him for months and months. I'll be honest. Well, might have once or twice, but yeah. Tony, do you know many characters then, or do you just stick to a few channels? Do you not take it much notice of the chat, or do you just
no, I don't take all the bickering and whatever. I
take no notice, don't you, lads?
I just go into like Scousers, Darrells, Flavours. I've been in yours now and again, Fly. You know, that's just whatever seems quiet. Like so tonight, yours, where it's you know, there's no bickering going on. I like that rather than
the chilled ones in it. So you like
So you have seen a bit of banter. You have seen a bit of drama, though, Tony. If you've been on Darrell, you've probably seen a bit, haven't you?
I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've been on expos, you've seen it.
Yeah. As I say, it's not for me. All that fucking carry on.
Well, that's what I mean. It is or it isn't. You know, and you know, people are entitled to have their own fucking, you know, thing what they like. Do you know what I mean?
See, you see, Fly likes a bit of drama. He's like Norris out of Coronation Street.
No, it's like he's looking for it, isn't he?
I always rely on Moon digging Roggins up and that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm telling you, do.
Oh yeah. So our big Roggins up, G. You know what I mean?
You're like Nora, Patsy.
You know what I didn't know last night? That Stokes the
Tipping away there.
You what, Scouser?
No, Lubes, you know Stokesy and Stokesy, you know Stokesy and Jim Star. I only found out that they were a couple last night. Did see the both of them come on together?
Right.
Did you know that? You knew that, Louise, didn't you?
I knew they were together, yeah.
I didn't know, but they come on my channel, and I was like, wow, I didn't know. I was talking to Jim Star, thinking he was in the chat.
Are they the ones just started?
He's on the panel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stokesy and dead nice people, mate. Lovely people.
Yeah.
You must have gone live pretty late then, Scouser.
What's that?
You must have gone live pretty late last night.
No, I went live at 10 to 6.
Oh, yeah.
3.5 hours, because come on, Moon's about half an hour later.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Louise has got more conspiracy theories than like the X-Files about YouTube, right?
What do you mean?
It's hilarious, man. Every day somebody else, you know what I mean? And like,
I just work people out quicker than you, Moon. Takes you a bit longer.
Yeah.
I just haven't got the time to do it, man.
Have you worked it out yet, Tony?
I thought I liked knowing who people are, like not knowing.
Have you worked YouTube out, like what's what, who's what, and stuff like that? You
Yeah,
must have your own thing in your head.
I
mean,
know
I'm not going to ask you.
Where to go, you know.
Where you're not welcome, where you're welcome, stuff like that.
Well, I've never been not welcome anywhere, to be honest. No one
that's
said
good,
nothing.
mate.
I just sit off, or like there's only like supplies have been on tonight, and yourselves and Flavours and Darrells. So I just do my own little thing, and like my own few people I talk to, which I've got to know on this, and I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? I get along. Custy.
Go on Flavours, do you?
Yeah, I go on this.
Funny on Flavours, mate.
Yeah.
When it goes on, when the banter starts, it's hilarious, isn't it, Moon?
Oh,
you know, you go on there, don't you?
I think Flavour's been the YouTuber of the week this week because he's put the shifts in. He's off the drink, and he's sober, isn't he?
Who, Flavours?
Yeah, he hasn't had a drink for about 6 days.
He's been on. He's been on since this morning, and I passed come through before, and he was only just finishing, say, an hour ago. So he's been on all since early this morning.
He's been doing that all week. He's been doing it all week.
Yeah. But does he delete his lives?
What?
I'm not sure, you know.
We keep some of them up, I think.
I was going to say, usually he just puts it on mute and then fucks off for an hour or two, doesn't he? Disappear. Leave the live going in the background.
I had a good chat with him, right? And I've been watching him all the time, right? But he's on the ball, Flavours. He watches other stuff, and he knows that people come in his chat now. He's on them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he used to fall asleep at a joint in his mouth and that, didn't he? And like people would just sit in his chat and watch that.
Do you know what? Do you know what made him stop? It was his dad. His dad turned around and said to him, "This, you're an embarrassment," and like showed him a video of him or something falling asleep, and Flavors said, "Oh, that's it. I've had enough of this," and that's when he stopped drinking because of his dad. His dad sent him this video. Told us the other night. Did you not hear that?
Yeah,
I heard his dad wasn't talking to him, but obviously that must have
First
been.
I've heard that.
Yeah, his dad come in the chat. He said his dad's been in his chat. He told us the name. He told everyone the name. This was only the other night, and he said that he's like close to his dad, and when his dad tells him he's embarrassed, he sort of like sits up, you know.
He obviously respects his dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Goes on him.
And
Goes on him.
that's why he's been able to do 10-hour lives all week, looking fresh and that, even like at 7 o'clock in the night.
Goes on him. I like Flavors. Remember when I bounced on with him to Moon and you were trying to get me on and you were going, no, Flavors, he's all right, he's sound and that. He's going, I don't know him.
He must have been half asleep there. It was hard work in the chat, like trying to get your point over in the chat.
Because I'd spoke to him on Zaddles, hadn't I? But when I spoke to him on Zaddles, we were both like whiffed. You know what I mean? Proper whiffed. Remember when he used to smoke loads of weed? And I think I was bombed as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he couldn't remember. He was on Zaddles anyway. I spoke to him, and he sounds anyway. Flavors.
Yeah.
Do you remember the all-time classic? Flavors is responsible for the highlight of the year when he went on the cesspit and thought he was on the snake pit.
Oh, that was funny. That
Did he?
Yeah, he was talking. He was talking to Philboy, and he thought he was on the snake pit. He couldn't work on where Pablo was.
Was he asking where he was?
Everyone in the chat was pissing themselves. Like,
I can imagine that. That is hilarious. That
he still laughs about it now. No, he laughs about it now. Like,
yeah, so
I was talking to Flavors, and I said to him, there's a lad, mate from Bayars. I said, he's up your neck of the woods. I said his name, and he said, you're joking, aren't you? Because he asked him, did he know him? And it only turns out to be Flavors' best mate. He used to live in our street, and it's his best mate. So he said, right, I'm going to ring him up. And Flavors said, Tony's here or something, Tony Barton. And he went, 5 minutes, I'll be around to yours. So Flavor had said, no, he's on the YouTube, but he's going to leg down this lad.
Yeah.
As he said his name, like, Tony, is his name a secret? Because we know a few of Flavors as friends. He brings them off camera. Yeah. Is it not Jamie, is it?
Well,
is it Jamie?
Saddle now? Doesn't he lives by Saddles, doesn't he? I think.
Who?
I might be wrong, Flavors.
No.
I mean, don't want his address, you know.
No,
anything like that. You know what I mean? Fuck that.
What's Flavors' next door neighbour called? The one who keeps cutting his phone wires. I mean, how mad's that?
His phone wires.
We had
Stop with him.
Cut his phone wires, Tony, because he was pissed off with the noise, so he went and cut his internet wires.
Sick of him,
This Flavors getting his wires cut, or Flavors cutting his wires?
Flavors getting his wires cut by his next door neighbour and his mate. He's his mate.
That can only happen with Flavors, that can't it? You know what I mean?
Like, where I live, it's like pretty like biggest here, loads of houses, and the fella in the corner house, he was on the whiz, and every time he was on it, he was all right, but when he come down off it, he's a paranoid schizophrenic, so he thought he was hearing voices coming down the wires, so he cut every wire in all the streets, cut me mad. I went to the door and I was just going to lamp him. And I'm glad I never, because he's not well, but he's
ill.
Hundreds. And then the other week, he what's the name? He set the house on fire. Look, the house was on fire, gas board, fire engines. He's totally obliterated the house. No one's heard from him since. I think he obviously got nicked for it.
Sections.
He's been sectioned, and they must be letting him out. But he's definitely have got like hospital section because, as I say, it's been ripped out now. The stuff that was good, I wouldn't mind his Alpha had done it all up. His dad was a cracker, and he'd done it all up. And his dad died and left it for him, and he must have been going through a bad thing with not having the stuff. He said, it's when I'm coming off it, is when I'm hearing the voices down the lines.
So, was it his own house, was it so?
Yeah, I set that ablaze.
Yeah, it's psychosis, isn't it? Psychosis.
Was he insured and that, or did he lose it?
I don't know. Well, the fella used to, his dad was doing work around the corner at the sweet shop at Yemen. The Yemens that run it, and they're doing the work. So I think what's happened is the house hasn't been insured, or it's cost too much to do up, and they bought it. Well, they will have got that for a song because the houses going back where I am, they were going say 20 years ago for 30 grand. You're getting some of them now. You're getting 160 to 200, and the ones that have been converted to 5 bedrooms, you're getting one was going for 300 grand,
and they're going to be going up again because of the way everything's going up.
Yeah,
that's what they're doing. They're buying all the old council houses up under, and they're doing it dodgy as well.
Wages are going up, though, man. Everything's going up. No wages are going up, mate.
No,
even though
more strikes, isn't it?
Even if the house was insured, he wouldn't have been paid out because he's done it himself. If he set it right himself, insurance would have gone, nah, we are paying you out on that. Fuck that.
No.
Anyway.
Because he's done it himself. It's different if it's accidental, isn't it?
Yeah. No.
You know what, Pete? Right? It has been brilliant night, right? But I'm going to wrap it up right in a minute.
No worries, man. That's your channel.
We've done like 3 hours again. But before I go, right? What about just a quick theory, right? What do you think, Scouts, about that woman who got found in the river? What's going on there?
So sad, mate.
Sad.
What do you think happened, or like, is there anything dodgy going on?
Yeah. It looks that
what about you, Dude?
I mean, look, she used to take that walk.
Right? And it was doing camera broke there on that
one. She used to take that walk all the time. It was a bit the dog, was it?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So there's no way. Why now is she gonna go near the river? Even if she slipped, she's not gonna go near it, especially in that weather, right, for the start.
She's a strong swimmer as well.
Right, listen.
There's too many holes, like, isn't there? Like,
and the diver, he
the place that normally, if this was a kid, you would have heard everything about it. You would have heard, and you're not hearing anything. They're not letting anything out there.
No, they're not, Hardy. They're not letting. Listen, it is. It's suspicious, isn't it? At the least.
Yeah.
You know,
what do you think, Jay? Look.
I think he's fallen over, banged her head, and fucking knocked herself out and fucking gone in the river or canal or whatever.
There's stuff going on. They're not telling us, are they? So
no, but there was nothing hard there. They've already said all that. It's all like it's the riverbank stuff. It's like, you know, grass, like you would walk in the park on a field. It's like that type of stuff. So the fall thing.
It would be good to know, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be good to know.
Everyone wants to know what happened.
The diver's getting a lot of flack for it, and you know that diver.
Yeah.
And all he said was, "Look, I come to help people. You know what I mean?" And you know, he's obviously missed something, but I don't think he should be the fucking fall guy. Whoever it's done is the fall guy. Do you know what I mean? So,
what about you, Tony? What do you think, Tony?
98% success rate in this country for murders. Did you know that?
There are.
There's a 98%. No, this day and age, there's a 98% success rate in murders.
Yeah.
Police catching them.
Yeah, it's all this DNA now and the cameras in it everywhere.
Yeah.
But around that area, there was so many cameras, and that was the only camera that wasn't on, not working.
That's strange,
I know,
isn't
that's
it?
another weird one, isn't it?
Like it's
I
being
mean,
turned
so
off.
many, so much.
The only one, and
too many unanswered. We need to know because we're all nosy at that. But
Like
you do want to know, don't
that
you?
camera being off, it sounds like it was planned, doesn't it? If they can prove that camera
A little bit.
was tampered with at that time, it's been planned.
All I know, to finish up, mate, you are a proper Norris of Coronation Street, you.
Who's that?
Yeah. You reckon?
You are. I'm going to start calling you Norris of YouTube.
So what's that? What's that based on, like?
Because you are a proper nosy fucker. You like that shopkeeper out of Coronation Street.
Oh, he's trying to see the news of the world.
I don't know about that, like, coming from you, like. You were a proper curtain switcher. You were a curtain switcher.
Look who's calling you. Just have a look at him. Look at the yeah, Tony. Imagine him running through Liverpool like that.
That's what he does.
Imagine him running through like Liverpool city centre like that with his bow and arrow and all that. He'd get captured, wouldn't he?
He looks like Humphreys, I reckon, off How You Being Served.
Well, if Darryl can get away with it, I think I can.
It's Humphreys, isn't it?
Now he's flexing again.
Right, guys, anyway, I'm going to jump off. I keep forgetting I'm on the panel and just listening.
Nice to hear from you, Lou.
Lou. I shall see you in a minute.
Nice to
Lou.
Nice to put a face to the picture.
Cheers for coming on. Yeah, nice
one. Bye.
This is Mrs. Moon.
Right, I'm back to myself. I've got 3%.
Moon, nice one for having us on, fella.
Yeah, nice one, Scout. Big G, nice one, matey.
Nice fella.
What was I going to say?
Big love everyone in the chat.
I think you're live up for an hour, or are you all getting off?
I'm getting off.
I'll be up for a little bit.
What?
I'll be up for a little bit, like, but
if she's going to come on, I'll fire the live up. How many good team on for an hour or something? An hour or so. Fancy it, so.
Buggies will be on.
Buggies is being on.
Buggies will come over when he sees you live, mate. You get the old fellas on there. You'll be laughing.
Get the notification, yeah. Fancy it, so.
Yeah. I've got to be up early.
It's up to yourself. I'm firing it up. You can stay on it for as long as you want, so don't come on it. And you know what I mean? It's up to yourself.
Yeah, I'll come on for a little bit.
In yours, all
right, fella.
You'll have some big hitters.
Oh, I need my phone charging, mate. I've got like 3% battery.
That's what you'd ever heard out of the Moon, innit?
That's it, innit? Like, I knew he was going to pull that one out. Like,
yeah, I did. I was waiting for it myself. The phone charging shout. Right,
Scouser, just get your live fired up, and don't worry about there'll be 10 people in there, mate.
Well, that's all right. No 10 good people, mate.
Right, I'm going to sign off. Big love, everyone.
Yeah, big love for the chat, everyone. Nice
this one for the G.
Well, I didn't stop rocking till the break of dawn. Now I take the fucking lot on my mobile phone. She was like, "Well, didn't show you mirrors." I was like, "Course I won't, man." All the lasses in the world, I think you're pure course.
Nice one, chat. Deco, sorry, mate. I've coming right at the end, bro. It hasn't been a quiz tonight. It was just a bit of banter, really, and turned out well again. Like, decent panel there. Liam's back as well. That was a bonus. I'll be expecting Liam on next time.
I was like, "Well, you're pure smoking." I've never met a lass like her before who loved getting rooked on a bus stop.
A little bit more of a personal one, innit? These late night ones.
I think I'll have a blast, so I'm halfway through and she starts going crackers, shouting out stuff like I'm gonna eat your knackers. She wanted me Benz, but I thought
Daniel Jackson, Tony, what the fuck to do Dan. Yeah, respect to everyone, and I'll be getting a without a doubt.
Let's see it all up on the dance floor.